Okay. Should be back. I don't know if I'm like stitch these together or just leave it part 3, part 4, but what the fuck is going on? Hold on. Alright, OBS, you need to really chill the fuck out here. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, we're green. Right? Stream health. Excellent. And are you gonna say not excellent? Because I'm seeing OBS drop the. Oh, now it's back. It's on. It's back. It's on. It's back. Yes, no. I don't know if I can stream with this because it's pretty fucking inconsistent tonight. I just don't get it. And it's back down again. Okay, what the actual fuck? That's crazy. Is Steam updating something that I'm not aware of? No. Okay. Trying to figure this out. Okay. It looks like maybe okay. I don't know. We were seemed to be doing just fine last night. And now tonight we're just getting fucking weird. Not a great start to day 3. Okay. So I think might be okay. I don't know. You can obviously turn this off so it doesn't fuck that up too bad. Okay, let's try this. Let's see where we're at. Because I'm not seeing frame dippage or anything. So should be alright. Okay. So we should be back. I don't know what was happening a second ago, but should be. I don't know. It's fucking weird. I can never catch a break. The universe hates me. Moving on. Why is the play button backwards? Wait, what? The play button's going the wrong way. It's supposed to go the other way. Okay. That's a little weird. So this is Harvest Company. This is a little sort of one of those idle, incremental type games. Very chill little voxel world. Moving along. Okay. Some stuff is growing here. Alright, the farm is in your hands. I'm taking Grandma on vacation. We put it off far too long. Start with the field, move the cursor over the tiles. Harvest, okay. Weeds and rocks, you'll find resource on the left. And okay, cool. Okay, we get rid of the rocks, we'll get more field to work here. Gotta keep the rocks out. Okay, so it won't harvest anything that's too early in the cycle. This is cool. This is a very active one. I like it. You have enough coins for your first upgrade. Okay, yep, got it. Okay, so over this side. That's a very tiny little farmhouse on the side. Look at how small it is. It's like barely bigger than the cursor. It's what? Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. About 3.5 cursors wide and 2 cursors tall. It's not even. It's only like 6. Like if I had to guess, it's only about 4 times the actual area of the cursor. Okay. Are there like other options in like general? No. Okay. Of course not. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. There's a lot going on here. Cool. Got it. Wonderful. So we're here. We're going up here. We got requirements. Tool description: increase the effective tool range 2x2, 3x3. That sounds kind of cool. Do I have like monies or how does this work? How much money do I have? It says 120, but I don't see a resource meter. I guess I don't have enough? Oh, okay. The ones that are lit up, I guess I can get. Gotcha. The music's not bad. Okay, moist soil, increase crop growth. Okay. So you'll know if you got an upgrade if it's lit up and, you know, ready to go. So this is kind of similar to My Little Universe. You just sort of let the tool do the work and sort of the game plays itself, but you're still involved. Ooh, the chest. Cool. Okay, first farm level for progress like that. You get a crate. I buried a few of them in the field because you never know when a stash of coins or a small work bonus will come in handy. Looks great to open it. The color shows rarity. Okay, got it. Oh, I guess the green things are just weeds. Like with the rocks, you don't get anything out of it. You're just trying to get the wheat. Trying to harvest the wheat. Okay, and then whenever it has a little green on the house, that means it's ready for an upgrade. Cool. Very cool. Let's see. Reduce the chance for weeds. 10% chance to drop an extra crop. I think I'll just wait and get... That means 120. Okay. Oh, here's the coins over here. I mistook this for more wheat. I don't know. So I want to get 120 to make it easier to swipe at the whole area. We'll see how that works. That way if there's 2 or 3 wheats next to each other, then I can harvest those all pretty quickly. This is satisfying. It's very chill. The music's starting to grate on me a little bit because it's so repetitive and whimsical, you know? It sounds like an old, like, track from classic Doctor Who, you know? Like back in the day, before they did the 2005 series. Okay, I think that's enough. There we go. The next one, we 360. Yeah, definitely want to get some. Yeah, see, now it can do all kinds of stuff. It's doing 2x2. And it'll do multiple tools at once. Nice. Now I don't have to go over each and every one. I can just move them in this little outer area here. If I just go along the edge, it'll wrap it. Let's see. Here, there. I'm trying to optimize the movement. So if we go in this circle, we'll be hitting everything. So if I just keep going around and around and around, it'll just grab it all up. Cool. Grab one of these. What's the next one? 55. That'll be easy. And, yep, there you go. Come on, 55. Decrease the wheat. I can see myself killing some time on this game. What's this? Larger field. I don't need a larger... Well, actually, larger field would mean more things I can harvest at once. More things should be ready. Let's see, 90 for a large field. That'd be cool. Yeah, maybe we'll see what the large field looks like. Alright, got 40 out of that one. That helps a lot. Because if we get a larger field, we can get more things going. Because waiting for the wheat to grow is the hard part. Because the wheat's the only thing that gets us money. All the other stuff just gets in the way. Eventually, I think there's like tractors and stuff from what I saw in the trailer. That's a fun one though. Okay, I'll just double check the chat to make sure it's working. Never be too careful. Alright, yeah, bigger field. How much bigger field are we talking here? Oh, wow. Way bigger field. Okay. I'm just going to focus on, like, the weeds and the rocks whenever they pop up. And then we can come back and get the wheat later, because the wheat takes longer than the weeds and the rocks. And if I keep the weeds and the rocks away, I get more wheat. Efficiency, people! Efficiency! I think right now, this is a good field size for the kind of tools I'm using. Keeps me active, but at the same time, it's still kind of idle, and you're waiting for the tools to do the work and get you the money you need for more upgrades, like so. How we doing? Faster wheat. Yep, that'll do. 140, 160, 360. Now they made the field bigger, I might want to go for more tools. I think that'll be our goal, is get to seeing what 3x3 tool looks like. The 360 shouldn't take too long to get to, just a minute or two. Yeah, this is a fun little IO game. You could waste some time with this. This does look fun. And I like the loot boxes every now and then. Those are helpful. Kind of like in, like I said, My Little Universe reminds me a lot of that, where in My Little Universe you could use your special attack to just kind of whoosh and get a whole bunch of stuff done. It's kind of similar to the loot boxes. Every time a loot box pops up in here, it's giving me a couple of points ready to do something with, you know. Alright, I'm checking out. I'm just checking over to make sure our bitrate's stable, and it seems to be. I mean, it's a variable bitrate, but it's stable enough for the stream, which is the important part. It was not doing that before. So I don't know if I'll try and splice them back together and re-upload the VOD, or then just re-rendering it and all that. And damn YouTube for not letting you just splice stuff together when it's 2 video files. Just, hey, these 2 video files, I want them merged together so that they're one big file, and then just upload that as its own file. All right, that bright stalk is a prize crop. Okay. Also, sometimes saves a bit of strength for a special day. Harvest it when you see it because it's worth more than regular wheat. Cool. Well, it's like worth 10 times as much. Nice. Okay, come on, 360. There we go. Alright, so now we got 3x3s. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. So we can just check up one side and down the other. Now we can just roll this in the square around. Yeah, baby. Now we're talking. There you go. Getting lots of points now. Okay, what else we got? What's this? Ooh, cooldown, so that'll make it go faster. Yeah, reduce the... Okay, I think we get the idea. We'll take a look at the store real quick. So you can see there's all kinds of, like, you can make, you know, you can make them appear more, give you more money, better crops, better tools. Then if you go this way, you get sort of into mechanized stuff. So there's, like, flour storage, warehouses, straw storage. Where's the tractor and stuff? Curious. Sprayer efficiency. So these are all locked because you can't see them, or they're not like in the full thing. They'll be in the full game, not the demo. Yeah. Cool. So you guys get the idea. It's a neat one. I do like. It's not really an idle game. It's more an incremental game because you have to be there actively working at it. But that's fun. That was a fun one. I like that. From Paper Links Games. And if you guys noticed the design of the farmer, yeah, see, there was the tractor there. Looks like maybe the tractor's a special ability that comes by every now and then once you get it, and there's like UFOs and shit too. Just for funsies. Look at that. Look at how big the field can get. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a fun one. I could see myself wasting some time on that one. And if you notice the way the farmer was, he looked kind of like a polygon guy. It looks like what happened was somebody took the Polygon asset pack that was sold a couple years ago, big, massive, lots of assets in it, which where you get a lot of these simpler games from is the people just using the assets and turning them into, like, you know, different games because the assets are already done. They just got a program thing, then boom, there you go, you get a game, which is cool because that bundle was, I think it was, if it wasn't free, I think it was like $20 or something, but it was like thousands. It was like a bunch of assets, animated stuff, all rigged and everything mostly. Something like that. Anyway, but it looks like they voxelated it and made it, you know, kind of like took the assets, reshaped them, and turned them into something new with the voxels, which is nifty, which is cool. I like the concept. It's very, like I said, it's very similar to My Little Universe. I enjoyed that game. So here we go. Can you back up? Thank you. All right, enough with Harvest Co. Next is Heroes Suck. Another sort of low poly game. This is a dungeon treasure defender type of deal. Sort of tower defense, if you will. Or dungeon defense, really. You're not defending with towers, you're defending traps in a dungeon. So, trap defense? Tower defense? It's still a TD if you want to be technical about it. And I do. I like to be technical sometimes. I also like gummy worms. Well, gummy butterflies, but tomato, tomato. Probably should be eating this because I'm too fat, but show me. A handful here. Ah! You want to come here? Ow. Nope. Apologies. Forgot about that. Okay. A lot of audio options. That's good. Gold increment sound effects. Sound played when earning gold. Oh, that's cool. So if you get annoyed with the sound of the gold, you can turn it off. That's nice. That's definitely feedback from somebody who said, Jesus Christ, why can't I stop hearing the gold? The gold is dinging every 5 seconds. It's all very fantasy-like. %. I like the horn. It's kind of jazzy. Okay, control, privacy, graphics. Now, why are these marked? This setting can have a high performance impact. Ah, I see. Okay, resync on, 1 frame sync, max frame rate syncly. Let's go very low, just for the funsies. And then FX is good enough. Low fog. Not that it really matters, it's a low polygon game, so it shouldn't be too stressful, but I always like to take stylized games and just throw them down to the lowest level to see if the developer actually understands the stylization in their game, or if they are sort of cheesing it and hope you don't look underneath the hood, you know? I like to kick the tires, you know? Always don't check these things. So effect shadows, arrow fragmentation, so I'll turn that off. Maybe hardware cursor, so regular cursor or just hardware size cursor. Enemy hit flash. That could be fun. You know what, I think I will keep these ones on just to see what they are, and then the other ones I'll turn them off. Because shadows, lights in real time, shadows and stuff has a big impact on basically any game you play. There's a couple of things. There's like physics and light is what plays with it. That a lot of games could be fixed if there was simply an option to just turn the shadows off, or if the developers baked shadows into the environment where needed, so that you just didn't have so much dynamic lighting going on. And it's weird. A weird example of this that I've discovered is in the finals, where for some reason, when I go into the tunnel in the training area in the finals, in like the practice range, it's fine when I'm looking at like the wall. But then if I turn and I look at like another thing, like there's like a gold reflective trophy case, right? So like all the trophies are very reflective and metallic. It's a perfect example of how like reflections and lighting can fuck you, because look at the wall, completely fine, because you're not looking at the trophies right now. You turn and look at those trophies, instant, you lost 5 to 10 frames. Instant. Just because they didn't like bake anything in, and they're like going for real-time stuff. It's like, just fucking leave it alone. It's just a trophy. It can just be basic looking metal. It doesn't need to actually be reflective. It's fine. Just chill, dude. Okay. Text reveal speed, fast and center slow. Voiceover, subtitles, show feedback hotkey. Yeah, sure. That sounds fine. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Oh, hello, Kelvier. Hey, friend. Business is booming and I can't spend all my time maintaining this dungeon. I need your help protecting it from these blasted heroes. They keep raiding my storage, thinking it's a free-for-all loot factory. Oh, I am tall. Okay, so I'm like a human guy. He's a dwarf. Again, another one of the low poly asset packs coming in here. Which again, I have nothing against. I have nothing against indie devs using like asset bundles and stuff, so long as they make it a unique and fun experience, as is here. They didn't just out of the box say, and here's the game, you know. Alright. Found some help, dwarf, and want to make a difference. I'm coming to get your loot again. Oh, I'm not him. That's a bad him. That's bandit guy. There's also a skip cutscene button. Very accurate. Oh, look at this. When you skip the cutscene, it just sums up what's happening in the cutscene, so you're not confused. You don't have to sit through the cutscene to get the context. It's a hero is preparing to raid Calvier's dungeon as he recruits you to be his new dungeon keeper. How the fuck does AAA not do this? You know? Like, I get it, they have their flashy cutscenes, but sometimes you just want to get to the point, man. Alright, so we're helping the boy out. Yeah, rotate, build, demolish, yeah, all Alright, build select 2, T, got it. Okay. Okay. Don't be afraid to demolish and rebuild your tiles and traps. Calvary is good at craft. There's only one trap allowed per tile, so you can't stack traps. You have to be fair to the heroes due to PET. People for the ethical treatment of heroes. It's like PETA. Nice. Okay, so they're gonna come from outside. Oh, look at the lush, beautiful green outside, and then deep dark dwarf K. It's fun. I like that a lot. I also like the shader he's got going on here. You can see this kind of cell shaded kind of look around the edges of the rock. Makes him pop out, kind of stand out a bit, which is cool. All right, so here's the treasure. What do we got? We got building, traps, and demolishing. So demolishing will destroy that. Couldn't I technically just not let them in that way? We would just destroy it. Wouldn't that just... Oh, that's cool. He actually talks. Hold on. I'm gonna change the dialogue setting because I want to hear what he says when I do stuff. I did not realize he actually has a voice. God damn it, now I want to watch Lord of the Rings. I'm not watching it tonight, obviously, but I might watch it over this weekend. Just for funsies, because it's been a minute since I watched the trilogy. It's been like, I think I watched it last year. Let's see. So, technically, I think I could do this, but I don't think he's going to let me. I think, to be fair, you have to let the heroes kind of get in. Yeah, the entrance is not connected to the loot tile. Look at, yeah, okay. I just wanted to see if they had accounted for that. Obviously, but yeah. So T for loot pile. Okay, so you can like move the loot pile around to different locations. It's not stuck where it's at. So we got some building stuff. And there's trappage. Hidden spears. Fortitude damage 100, damage 18, 28. So 28 being like 18 direct, 28 bleed, or poison, or crit damage maybe? I don't know. Flame jet damage per second. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna rebuild. I'm on it. Okay, and then 4 to delete.
Break it down.
Break it down. Okay, he's still a little quiet for my liking, so I'm gonna pull him up just a smidge more, and then I'm gonna do it.
Consider it done.
Consider it done. I love that. I don't know how. I don't know if he did the voice or if it was part of the asset pack or something, but I really hope that's not an AI voice, because that'll make me quit the game right now, because fuck AI shit. On principle, I say fuck that shit, you know? There are very, very specific edge cases where I may allow AI in very, very specific... Again, if we lived in a non-profit seeking, non-consent... Like we live in a non-consensual society, right? Everything about our society is fucked. Where it's a non-consensual existence. You have to do shit. And so if we lived in a space where artists could just do shit, like, this is the thing that was interesting in an episode of Voyager, was the Doctor wrote a holo novel, and the publisher wanted to publish it on the grounds that the Doctor didn't have rights as a person since he was just a hologram, and they... which is a little ridiculous on the face of it, because they already had the whole case in Next Generation for Data, Measure of a Man, where they said, yeah, we don't know about Data, but Data is a special case. So maybe they didn't apply that same logic to the hologram, because technically he wasn't designed to be an android like Data. So, and tomato. Again, they were arguing the fine print, because some sleazy publisher wanted to publish the book and I guess make profit off it, even though they were a Starfleet publisher. I don't know how again, the economics of Star Trek starts coming in really weird outside of like DS9 at least makes a hard line of saying, okay, the Federation trades for things they need, and like their currency is networking basically. And then if you want to do business outside of that, that's not just barter, you need a hard currency for that, you go to the Ferengi, who use uh, gold, uh, gold pressed latinum, right? So it's not the gold that's useful. The gold is actually useless because it's just a useless semiconductor. Because like there's like asteroids out there that if we could mine them, we would have enough gold out of just mining that one asteroid to make up for all the gold you could possibly find on Earth. Like if you took all the gold we'd already mined plus all the stuff we found that we haven't mined yet, put it all together, there's like some asteroid out there that like it's one of many that there's a reason they're called rare earth elements. It's because on Earth they're rare, but if you go out in the universe, if we start mining asteroids and stuff, we're gonna find this shit all over the place. We're just gonna go grab on it and be like, all right, well, we have way too much of this, so it's now basically free because we like the only thing we have to pay for is the actual mining cost. Other than that, we have as much platinum and palladium and gold and sapphires and stuff like that. It's like diamonds are supposed to be this fancy thing, but they again, I'm off on a tangent, but I don't care. Fuck you, it's my party, I can cry if I want to. But the thing with like diamonds, right? The diamond industry has died because so many people, not necessarily that we're all like moral and we don't want blood diamonds and all this crap. It's that we don't see, the younger people just don't see the value in it because it's such an unaffordable thing that's like, why would I want the thing that's found in nature that it doesn't sparkle, it doesn't shine, you have to like basically fake that at a jeweler, whereas lab grown diamonds, aka cubic zirconium, it's fake, it's a hell of a lot cheaper because it's easy to produce, you could just make them and it's just, there it is, there's the thing, or like opal, for instance. You get like like if you get a fake piece of jewelry that's like just opal, or even just fake plastic that looks like opal, you're not gonna know the fucking difference. Who gives a shit? In one of the discords I'm in, there's a guy in there that he just ordered a cool like bracelet that's like, it was a little expensive, it was like 120, but it's like jade basically, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, that's jade, jade's a thing, but so it's a lot for a bracelet, but still, yeah, there's a whole thing to it. Anywho, but yeah, if we were democratized, I would say, okay, we can all share and share alike, and we can all sing Kumbaya and just enjoy the process of making the art, right? And not worry about the profit or the labor intensity. And the only thing we need to really protect is the rights of an individual to say what can and can't be done with their thing that they created. But other than that, it's like I do believe in sharing and inspiring and remixing and that kind of thing, because everything's a remix. There's actually a book titled that talks about like how there's like no new ideas, and if you try to be original, like originality is just a pipe dream. It's not a real thing. It's everything you have is just innovation of a thing on top of a thing on top of a thing, right? Think of it like the battle royale genre it became a thing because Fortnite spun off from PUBG, who got inspired by the battle royale movie, which was an adaptation of the battle royale book. Which, I mean, even if you say that, you go back far enough, I'm sure you'll find some instance that, technically speaking, something like a battle royale existed as far back as, say, the Roman Empire with the gladiator games. I mean, that was more pro wrestling, but again, tomato. Anyway, let's see, what do we got? So view, camp, build. Okay, so we got traps. So we got spikes.
Now that's a fine trap.
And then, and I really do like that he, oh, that's sweet. You don't have to destroy it and put it back. It'll just swap automatically. That's awesome. Yeah, because I am thinking if I let him on fire and then finish him with the spikes, that'd be a good idea.
Now that's a fine trap.
I just want to see what they do. Cycle catch point. Wait a minute, what? What does that do? Hold on. Let's destroy this.
Sweat and stone.
Blood, sweat, and stone. I love it. Okay, let's build that back. Okay. What is an attach point? Oh, cool. So you can put it closer, further. It can go closer to the door, further from the door, in the middle, or you can put it on the other wall. Interesting. Wait a minute. What about spikes? They use something like that? I didn't know there was like a way to rotate it or put it on the ceiling instead of the floor, Yeah, okay. So in that case, I'll want them getting hit as soon as possible. I can't put it here because the door's there, but... Okay, so you don't have enough gold to actually build another thing.
Now that's a fine trap.
That way they get hit sooner rather than later. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, give me your loot. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a bit of a puzzle thing, right? So, get first clear reward. So, the first time you clear this, you get 50 gold and 100 experience. Okay. Get it. Get it. Light them. Oh, damn. Oh, she did. Oh, shit. Get fucked. Okay, your victory is short-lived. The hero Ramsey is going to get some help. Okay.
Ah, hope they have some health potions.
Cool. When viewing your dungeon, select a trap to view more details. Okay. Okay, got it. So if I click this, it'll tell you what it's doing. You can upgrade it. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So I think we saw all we need to schnee out of this. I swear if I hit Steam and it... Don't open it in there. Oh, I swear. Okay. Moving on. So Heroes Suck. I can see myself playing some of that. That's cool. So this is by Dawning Light. You can see putting up different types of traps and all that. And you have to wonder if there's like bleed traps that react with other traps. So, oh, well, you know, this guy's bleeding. And if he's bleeding and then you hit him with this certain damage type, it'll do extra damage. So maybe you want to bleed him and then hit him and then, you know. It's cool. It's a bit of a puzzle game as well. It's how do you set up your tower defense in the best way. And you got like upgrades, metagaming, that kind of thing. Very fun. I don't know who this sassy man is, but I love it. I love his jacket. Okay, Dawning Light. You did anything else? Or no, this is like their debut thing. Cool, good for them. And again, this is the thing I like to see from developers, is do something simple. Use an asset pack, cut your teeth, figure out your game engine, learn how to work in that and be comfortable. And then you can go on and make bigger and better things in the future. And just, you know, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. I don't think there are enough game jams happening on this planet. I really don't. I think more people should just experiment with very, very small games. This is Hoverize Rebellion. So this is sort of an arena shooter with vehicles. We shall see. I don't think I'll play an actual match of it because I think it's online, but I will check it out just to see the actual gameplay, and then like I said, I don't think I'm gonna jump online for any of it. But I just want to see the mechanics of it, what the idea is. Maybe shoot some of the AI in like a training scenario, like a little tutorial or something. That should be fun. That was a nice one. That was Heroes Suck. That was a cool one. Gummy worms. Well, my gummy butterflies, move them out the way. How are we doing? Well, okay. I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, wait a minute. We did like an hour, and then it messed up, so we started. So we're like an hour and a half in total today. Oh, good. The authentication failed, so we're not going to play online anyway. Okay, yeah. Let's start the tutorial, and then I'll pause it and change up the audio and stuff. Whoa. No. Yeah. Your shit is fucked. Okay, let's see. Video. Yeah, throw everything low. Jesus Christ. Limit to 60. Everything's on low. Save that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if we can even get this to play right. Maybe not. Okay, just crank all these down. Okay, that. Okay. And then try to get audio back. Is there any like music or anything? Or I guess maybe in the main menu there might be music. Oh, there we go. Ah! No. Too high. Okay, hold on. Let's try 15 and 5 on everything else. Well, at least I can use the keyboard for this. Try 50, maybe. That might be good. We'll see. This might be where I played with a controller, but we'll see. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting good frames. Sorry. Optimize your games if you want me to check them out. Unfortunate. The game itself is fine. It's just streaming it would be a bit of a issue. And I don't want to present things to people in, you know, too bad of a light. With my own stream stuttering over it. But it does look fun from the trailer. It does look like it could be interesting. And oop. Okay, yeah, make sure that's on the wish list. I didn't know if I double-clicked that or what. There we go. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of intense. Got some serious movement. Pilot a fast and agile hover tank in, you know, high-speed movement, classic multiplayer mode. It's got like team deathmatch, capture flag, all kinds of stuff. Just shooting the crap out of each other. You've got, you know, you got to know where the healing stuff is. Like I said, arena shooter type stuff, which is cool. All right. Why are you not stopped? You need to stop all the way. Piece of crap. There you go. All right. Moving along. Ah, good. This one. This is Kioskiria. Summer Breeze. I have no fucking idea if I'm even saying the word right. But it is a little diner game where we get to make burgers and shakes and stuff and serve people in this cute little pop-up burger joint. I don't know. All I know is it's a cute little cafe game, and I like cafe games. Can I see my audio? Thank you. Ooh. Yikes. Already with the ultra everything. Jesus. I guess get everything down to low, shall we? Depth of field, on, off. Resolution's wrong. It's kept 60. Is there no VSync on this at all? Eek. Okay, apply that. Fine. Sound. Oh, the UI is going to need some work. Okay, let's see here. Oh, good. The UI is attached to the master volume. That's not going to be a problem for me. Maybe about there. It's not super precise, but I can't turn down any further. All right, whatever. Screw it. We'll check it out. We'll see. Oh God, who's this guy on the right? I love it. Okay, you move with WSD. Oh God. Okay. I'm getting screen tearing because there's no fucking VSync, so it's like you guys probably aren't gonna see it, but there's some screen tearing going on here. Place some patties on the grill. Okay, clicky. All right, pressy. Waity for the burgie. Oh, we're going to the tomatoes. Tomato, and then slice it. Okay. So, go all the way to the left, cut the tomato. Alright, so S, click tomatoes, slice. Slice. What if I do a really thick slice? Okay. So I guess you just have to cut it in just certain amounts. Keep your hands on the grill. Okay. Patty. Okay, go all the way to the right to the soda station. Get a cup. Alright. Cup. Okay, cup to dispenser. Oh, it's gone. Okay, what does he want? He wants a medium soda. Okay. A medium cool cola. Cool. Cool cola. Oh, I actually have to hold it. Okay. I thought it just went like the burger did. Oh, it doesn't overflow. Okay. Wait, did I put a lid on it? Did I fuck it up? Hold on. Hold space for inventory. Oh, okay. I still have it in my inventory. We can put it back. And then... Now, can I put this on just the counter, or... No, you can only put it in designated spots. Gotcha. I'll just think I'll leave, like... Yeah, just leave that there. Actually, we don't even really need that. Just That's fine. I'm sure somebody else will order a medium. I can't see. Now go to the ingredient station. Okay, cool. Get that off my screen. I can't fucking see what your shit. Okay, burger. Okay, bun. Bun. How does he want it assembled? I can't see. All right. Oh, okay, shift is here. Got it. Click the bottom bread stack. Start assembling burger. Okay. Burger. 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 Okay. I'm moving faster than the tutorial is, so it's kind of bugging out a bit. Okay. Hold space and drag the patty from inventory. Okay. Grab patty. Cool. I do like this. This is very cool. The idea of like moving with the arrow keys and then using that. Kind of fun. Because other ones are just sort of you're standing in place. Drag tomato from here. Okay. Fun. That's all he wanted? No ketchup or anything. Just not even cheese. It's a burger with just a tomato on it. Alright. Sure. Soda. Oh, it's a little touchy. Okay then. The fucking JPEGs are the wrong resolution on the emoji. What is that? I love it. Third kiosk. He's got like trophies for competing in kiosk competitions. Who's there? I need some medication. Oh, it's you. So I see. Who the fuck? This like old man Magoo that worked at a burger shop his whole life. Okay, whatever. Skip it. I don't give a shit. The grilling station. New fancy grilling station. Soda machine. Okay, tomatoes. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't look at this any further. I think it's a fun little attempt that somebody's doing at sort of a cafe game. What would this be called? Like a shopkeeper or cooking game? It's cozy. Yeah, it's real cozy until you get like 50 customers that all want something different. Then it gets stressful. But it does look kind of like a neat little side game. Love this though. Note, no AI used anywhere in this game. Absolute chat. Yeah. So Steam requires you to have an AI disclaimer, but this guy went above and beyond and said, not only can you trust that I'm not, like, he's actually swearing it in the description of like, dude, I didn't do no AI. I made it myself. And I believe it too, with just how off some of the stuff looks. It's a little bit of a mishmash and kind of it's kind of a fun, bad retro style in a certain way. It's not that the style itself is bad. It's that he's clearly aping on something like the Metopia kind of look, but he's also got realistic or semi-realistic sort of PBR rendering going on with certain textures and things. I think it'd be better if he changed up the background to be more like the food. Like the food is looking very colorful and very whimsical, and the people are too. They look very cartoony. But the UI needs to be a little like tighten screws on that. It's coming soon. You don't know when, right? So it's just there it is. Yeah, if I did wishlist the game, not the demo, right? Yeah, okay, so the wishlist does go straight to the game. It doesn't wishlist a demo. That'd be silly. Okay, I'm just a picture. Yeah, so it's just coming soon. We don't know. So you got time to mess with that. But I think that's the main thing that throws me off is how there's like some cartoony whimsy to it, but then for the most part, it looks like a lot of hopefully stand-in areas because he just hasn't modeled out and textured those bits, and those are just sort of assets he had in the store. Like, okay, let me just put these here as placeholders for the demo, and then later we can replace it with more, fun, whimsical-looking things that are of the same style. Try and be more cohesive with the style. But that's cool. That's a fun little game. Fun little cooking simulator. I call them cafe games because it's like you're running a cafe, All right, what's next? Kusan City Woods. So this is a top-down shooter, a la what the hell's what's the one I'm thinking of? My brain is completely stopping. I'm blanking here. What's the one I'm thinking of? There's the one with the chicken, the one with Jacket, and they had There's a top-down shooter. It had Jacket in it. Jacket with the chicken head. I know because they did the crossover with Payday, where Payday 2 has like Jacket as a playable character. What the hell is that game? Hotline Miami. There it is. I was like, it's something Miami. Hotline Miami. That's what I'm thinking of. So yeah, this is in the vein of Hotline Miami. You know, top down, door to door, shoot shit in the face, get combos, that kind of thing. The art goes hard as hell. I don't know who drew this, but they know their shit. You know, I love the sort of style on the metal here. It's very like old school like Image Comics 90s, like the loud 90s style. So like if you look back at the way they used to draw, because like let's say Image Comics Kyborg. Is it Kyborg? It's like Cybrid, I think, is the comic. I have a couple issues of it. It's not in order or anything. Yeah, I think I actually have this one in particular. Yeah, so like Cybrid, you can see the metal, the way it's just drawn. It's a little different. This is from Maximum Press. Yeah, so Maximum Press, I believe, was a subsidiary thereof of a like the way Image works is I don't see the Image eye on it, so maybe I'm confusing it with Image Comics, but I think so. I don't know. Anyway, point being, Image Comics, the way they usually work is that the way it's designed is that if you're working under a studio, you publish under your own studio, and Image is basically just the publisher. So they handle all the technical business side of things, and you just deliver the pages and, you know, ready to go, ready to be printed to them in like a digital like email. And then they send it out to their publishing houses, get that all figured out for you, and get it on a store shelf so that they can take care of the business stuff, you can take care of the art stuff, and they're kind of like Steam. They give you a way better percentage than Steam, where Steam will take like 30% off the top for doing the publishing, for doing the distribution for you. Image Comics will do all that, and then they'll only take like 5%. So it's very low risk for them to take on a bunch of guys and just approve a bunch of books, because if one book doesn't sell, they might not sell anything outside of their own main line of studios, because they have like 7 studios that are their main guys that are the Image founder type studios. And you know, that's where even what's his name, Robert Kirkman with The Walking Dead, he became an Image founder. They let him come up to like the board of directors level of like, we're gonna make this guy an Image partner, and he's gonna get like, because The Walking Dead's fucking insane, it's selling so much, like, and he's a big fan of the studio. Now that's not to speak on Walking Dead as a story. I'd have to see where it's at in like the comic versus the TV show and the later seasons of the TV show, to be specific, because at a certain point I just stopped watching because it got too stupid and just repetitive, and it's this whole thing of, you know, moving on. Anyway, but yeah, basically it's the way they used to draw it. And then before that, if you would look at Metal, let's see, so like first appearance of Colossus. I wanted to say Cyborg, but like that's not it. So if you look at Colossus from way back in the day, it's not too dissimilar to how they used to draw him, but the first appearance of Colossus was, you know, it's one of the old school stuff. So the way they draw certain things was kind of neither here nor there. The technique itself then evolves over the years, and there's that certain look, and Image is that new look, right? That hardcore kind of look to things, which is how they start getting drawn differently, because there's some of the Image guys, the guys that worked at Image, and they go back and they work in Marvel, and, you know, like some of the younger guys that would draw it a certain way and that kind of thing. It's fascinating, the history of comics and stuff, of just how they evolved over time, and they got less flat and everything. Like, you know, obviously Todd McFarlane, like fucking Spider-Man, the obvious one, right? The obvious one. You got this very volumetric Spider-Man. You got what has now been termed the spaghetti webbing. He was, as Todd tells it, he was getting yelled at about that because you couldn't have Spider-Man's face has to be drawn a certain way and stuff, and you can't draw it this way, you can't draw it that way, and you know, the webs were not supposed to ever come out of the panel. They were always supposed to be contained in the box and don't break the panel border and all that kind of stuff. And Todd was like, "Nah, I'm gonna draw this because it's cooler." And he would every time they'd yell at him about it, he'd be like, "Okay, yeah, I hear you." And then he would just go back and draw it the same way again. And then finally the editor got pissed. He was like, "We told you stop drawing the spaghetti webbing." And he's like, "Oh, that's a great name for it." And he's like, "Motherfucker, I'm not giving you a name for it. I'm telling you to stop." So, but now he's sort of defined it to where everybody draws Spider-Man like that because that's how Todd drew it, and it looks really cool, and the kids like it. So there you go. Or the kids used to like it, and then comics fell off a fucking cliff. Image is doing all right. Image is an aberration in the West where they're doing all right. But if you go to Marvel or DC, it really, really depends on what run of the book you're talking about, and like they're so pricey. They're just like if I ever released a comic, I would just look at what is the cheapest possible way for me to do this comic, and like give it like I would probably just release it for free in a digital format, and then just have printed ones on the side. Say, hey, if people want to buy the printed version in stores, we'll do like the minimal version with like newsprint, crappy old school comic style. And then if you really want a fancy version, we'll do like an omnibus that's like $100 and it's like however many issues on really nice paper. That would be the way I would structure it so that everybody can kind of enjoy it. Anyway, but no, it's that illustrative just metal sheen. It's tight. I like it. All right, let's make sure we got our audio set. Okay. See if we can adjust slightly. Quietly. It's not so bad. I'm gonna turn the master down a little bit though. I'll do. Vibration, mouse lock, transmission, cutscene transition delay. Okay. So that's all the settings. Video, 1920. Yeah. Good. Got it. Controls. Okay. Move, throw a knife, interact. I change that to. Is that button gonna work or? Let's see. Is it actually recognizing the? Well, it's recognizing 2 as an input. Okay. Then F there. I'll just I'll just put that back on space for the time. Here, we'll just reset. It's fine. Leave it alone. Punch, shoot, upgrade, skills. Got it. Okay. Q. So City of Wolves. So it seems like me am protecting small baby, and then there's some dog guy. I don't know if he's good guy, bad guy. We'll have to see. Scene 0. Fixer. Gonna be awesome. We're gonna shoot shit in the face. No more of this cutesy cafe simulator. Time for man shit. Hello? I was supposed to say it's time for man shit, and then the game was supposed to go, and it didn't go. I look like an idiot. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, okay. So you got that cool art, and then in-game, in the top-down, everything's sort of pixelated. Interesting. Bloodstain? Bloodstain. Blood. Man, somebody dropped, like, their strawberry jam all over the place in here. Ah, the classic walk through the void, and here is the snowstorm shit. Ooh, nice transition, though. Ship's on fire, guys are dead. I guess I'm in a war zone. I'm gonna take that as my cue that I am in a war zone, and this is not good. I don't want to die. Well, you died anyway. It sucks to be you. Am I supposed to be, like, knowing what's going on? Was I supposed to know that guy? Because Pete's dead. I don't know what Pete was up to, but he dead now. Oh. And now things are on fire in here. Okay, can we... Technically, I think this is like a cutscene. We can skip this, but... Okay. There's a bit of lore to it. Woody? What the fuck kind of name is that? What the fuck are you? Hey, yo. Dude, the illustration. That's awesome. Okay. Here, hold my chain. Like, what the fuck? The fuck? Okay. Feel like there should have... I think there was some epilepsy warning on the game, but I feel like there should have been one right there just to really reinforce that. Oh, it's like straight up a comic. You can read the panels. That's so cool. Hey, mister. Mister, you there? It's my sister. Oh, they took her. Uh-oh. Okay, so it's your classic grizzled veteran type of thing where it's just, you know, must be left alone. Dude, this is so kick-ass. I love that you're getting... Like, because a lot of these indie games, they'll have that cool backdrop kind of style, and then the gameplay will look simpler. But in this case, they said, okay, we're going to give you top-down Hotline Miami stuff, so not too intricate on the art. But to get to appreciate their art and share it with people, they do this comic book as the cutscene. That's really cool. The remains of the fallen warrior Woni who perished in the combat zone AZ-13 have not yet been found. Okay, so that's the news reporting it. And I regret to inform you, since the ceasefire 5 years ago, tensions between the North and South have reached their peak, so our operations will be suspended for the time being. Okay. Okay, I'm not doing all the voices and stuff. I think we should just go ahead and skip this. It's cool though. It's a really neat way of doing cutscenes because you don't have to do like voice actors and animation and all that, but you get the really awesome like these guys. Yeah, dude. Okay, so guy's sister got kidnapped. I gotta go save her. Bro, chill. I'll be back. All right. Jin Steel Fist directly forward. Will kill an enemy on contact instantly. Okay. Oh, it's groovy. Fuck him up. Boom! Okay, so they don't know what's happening outside of their door. I get this sneaky on them. Yeah! Oh, yeah. This is very much Hotline Miami, where you just bust in and fuck some shit up. That was it? I got an 8. No. I'm trying to get a perfect score on this bitch. Restart that. Run it back. Run it back, boys. Alright, I think maybe there's like a time bonus. Oh, there's extra stuff you can pick up too. Okay. Did I get it? S tier, but I didn't get S plus. Okay. I'm not one of these these points goblins that goes after the main score all the time. I like to be groovy. That's one thing I didn't really like about Devil May Cry 5 was how they tied, like, Bury the Light, they tied the soundtrack and everything to your performance, so you didn't really get to have the cool, I'm listening to the music and also kicking ass simultaneously, unless you were in fact kicking ass. So it just sucks that it was tied to that. And I get what they were going for, but at the same time, yeah. Okay, throw a knife near enemy knives, have living range, cannot pass through walls. Its range is slightly shorter than a firearm. Close the gap quickly to make up the difference. Okay. And... oh my god, I got fucking bodied. Okay. Yeah, gotta get it. Knife. Hit, knife, hit. Get the knife back. Hit. Oh, shit. Wait, I couldn't hit that guy? Oh, I guess he fired on me. Okay. So the knife is faster than me meleeing. Knife. Hit. Knife. Oh, fuck, he got me. He traded on that one. Alright, hold on. Knife. Hit, knife. Hit. Okay. Whew. I didn't play Hotline Miami. I know about it, but I did not play it. So, hit. There you go. Oh! Didn't even mean to hit that guy with a knife. Nice. Oh, I didn't even get an S tier on that. I suck. Okay. So you guys kind of get the idea. I don't think we need to see more of it. I think kind of get the vibe. Like I said, Hotline Miami. If you're familiar with Hotline Miami, top-down shooter, you know, room clearer, just action. Very cool. Also really like the comic book storytelling for the cutscenes. That's really cool. I don't know if I'll do a playthrough of that or if I'll just play it or what, but could be fun. I think I could do some voices for that and could be interesting to see if we can score some high scores on that. Let's see. What next? Lord of the Undead. Ooh, I've been looking forward to this one. Okay. How much further we got to go? We are at 37. Okay, we almost got like 10 down. Not bad. In about 2 hours, but I was also yapping quite a bit. So, yeah. Gotta go back out tomorrow. Go by the library. Not that it matters to you guys. We do a shit in the evening time anyway. So, doesn't matter what I do during the day. But, yeah. I'm gonna go like bright and early, but I might hit the gym. I don't know. I think my finger is still kind of healing up from me over picking at it too much. Tomato, tomato. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot to mute it. And before, it's unfortunate I can't just do it from my keyboard. Like I think I can mute it, but I think you guys would still hear it. Because I think when I mute the desktop, I don't know. That's a good question. Let's see. So there's that. And then if I mute this, are you guys still gonna hear it, or? Yeah, see, it's still appearing in OBS. So when I mute it on my side, I'm muting the output to the hardware, not the actual sound from the thing, which is unfortunate. Okay. Okay. Graphics. VSync on, yep. Shadows near, I guess. Or, no, just turn shadows off. Shadows are always the thing. Detail distance, low, SSA, oh yeah, sure. Detail signal times you find. Bloom's fine, I guess. Alright. Let's see. Let me turn it down about half. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. So this is thing where you are playing as some kind of necromancer. Yeah, dude! Oh, yes! Oh, yeah, baby! Oh, that's so inspired by Doom. You just know it is. You just know they played the Doom from, like, 2014, and we're like, let's do it! Oh, yeah! So I guess they were trying some evil spell on the mountaintop, and I got to be on you. Dark Essence is a rare resource. Place pylons. I was not expecting that metal riff. I really wasn't. I hope that's like actually part of the game when I go into combat. That was tight. Souls are main currency. Always absorb them for bodies of defeated enemies. They are needed for construction, crafting, and fuel. Okay, so it's a bit of an RPG world builder as well. Ugh. Oh god, that just made me want to throw up a little. First off, let's just turn everything off. Turn the bloom off too, just to see. Also, field of view. A little higher. Go like 75. And then that movement was a little much. Turn that down. This is a very creative way to do the UI because you get this cool gothic feel with the skulls in the back. But here, instead of just, 1, 2, 3, all the way up the line, you got a notch here and then a notch here. So it's like, it's kind of interesting to look at, but it also helps to break it up as to where on the slider you're at. Ooh, which is cool. Very nice. There's a bit of camera smoothing we could do as well. Open a demo quality survey when closing the game. I think we'll do a survey. I think. Yeah, if people are going, whoa. Okay, that. Okay, I think that was the mouse smoothing that did that. Turn this down way low, maybe. A little more. That'll do. Okay, frame rate's a little jank, but I do want to see what the basic idea here is. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I thought it was an enemy. I was going to back off. Welcome back, Overlord. To regain your power and subjugate mortals, you must summon your army of the dead. Oh, I guess they were trying to bury me. Like, I'm an evil Overlord, and they were trying to get rid of me. And they were trying to bind me forever, so I can't come back, but they done goofed, and I'm back, baby. Cool, I got skeleton servants. So what does this do? Soul Harvest. Extract a soul from a nearby corpse. Allows you to obtain soul energy. Does not work on undead. Interesting. I like. I think they're doing the usual RPG trope, which is kill boars in the forest at level 1. That's sort of like that World of Warcraft idea. Oh, cool. There's a block and a jump. Okay. I'm loving the style. It's very painterly. Very cool. And like I said, it reminds me a lot of World of Warcraft. Okay, the audio balancing is something you'd have to play with, but... Are my guys gonna help me or what? Yo, dudes, help. I'm getting my ass kicked. Yeah, go get him. Go get him, boys. Yeah, fuck him up. Alright. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay, then if we hit 1, we can harvest his soul. Did we harvest his soul? I'm confused. Add sculpture squad, hold F to add nearby minions. Okay. Send your newly raised servants to gather resources for you. Do this, press Q to order them. Go give me that tree. That's sick, dude. I don't think a lot of games embrace the idea of minions. I think the only significant one I can even think of is, I mean, there's Pikmin. Yes, technically there's Pikmin, but Pikmin's more like you're controlling the servants, whereas here you're sort of commanding NPCs to go do stuff, and you can go do stuff. So there's not a lot of significant examples of that. The only one I can really think of is, oh, my brain. The thing that, like, the game that was getting sued by Nintendo because they thought they were ripping off Pokemon or whatever. Fucking Pal World. Yeah. It's like Pal World is like the only thing I can think of where you have a significant role of your NPCs helping you with stuff. Oh, they're fighting the boars. Sweet. Okay, so do I, like, hit him with 1 or no corpse? Okay. So he's dead. I can pick up his stuff. Guys, go back to the tree. What are you doing? Thank you. And then if I hit 1... Okay, you can see the bottom bar there. It is harvesting actively. It's harvesting his soul. Okay, so it's a limited amount. Got it. Very cool, though. Issue an order to... in the circular menu. Okay. Attack, move, hold. It's the Coma Rose for Battlefield. That's awesome. So gather. I want you to gather that rock. Or not. So Q is for quick, and then this one... Oh, here we go. Attack that guy. There we go. Okay. Now we got it. I guess I can't gather the rocks that are on the ground. They're just kind of decorative. You have your first ability, Soul Harvest, Siphon Soul Energy. Yep, I already figured that one out. Ah! Okay. Alright, you guys go get that one. I'll join you later. Yeah, go get him. Get him. That's so cool. So they can start working on that guy while I get this guy. Sweet. Need a wooden stone. Okay, so I assume the big stones is where I want to get stones from. Schmacky, schmacky. Okay. Go get the rock. And I'll get this guy. This is cool. Ah. we are back. Apologies. My mom wanted to talk to me about something funny she saw. Talk about somebody asking like if they're new to Florida, how do they know when to like evacuate for a hurricane? And if you know anything about Florida, you'll laugh at this. Basically, she said all the comments are saying the same thing, which is if the Waffle House closes and you see Jim Cantori on TV. Jim Cantori, for those that aren't aware of Florida lore, Jim Cantori is a he's a weather reporter. But the thing with Jim Cantori is he only really comes out when the weather's really really bad, and he's like basically he has this tradition of being the meteorologist of Florida. Like he's the guy. He knows when shit's get real, or otherwise they'll just have Joe Schmo whoever in whatever local studio being like, yeah, and we're gonna see some showers this way, you know, doing the usual thing. If you see Jim Cantori, he's gonna have like the green screen behind him and everything, be like, guys, big one. We're you know, like they'll put him in like Palm Beach with the green screen, and it'll be like, we're expecting the rain up this high and whatever, you know, the water is gonna flood this area, so gotta move inland a little bit. Yeah, anyway. Also, I took the opportunity to get a brownie because my cousin, who my mom was hanging out with last week, she brought brownies, and she's very good at making brownies. Mm. Thing about me is I do not like a brownie that's just a brownie. I like a fudge brownie. That's a fudge brownie. They're even better when they're in the fridge, but we don't have a lot of room in the fridge right now because we still have the leftovers of my mom's birthday cake because she got surprised by my aunt and uncle and all that when they went out to wherever. This is cool. This is a really cool game. I like this. Did you guys get the rocks, or did you? How do you get rocks? Oh, this rock. Okay. Different rock. Got it. Don't you come at me, piggy. Okay, so the boards are chill. You don't actually have to jump. I like the design on the boards, though. I love that double tusk thing they got going on. It's not just like, oh, tusk going forward. It's they're going up, but you got the smaller set in the front and the bigger set in the back. Oh, there's a guy over there. He's probably not going to like me. But I can probably add him to my army. Oh, sweet. They'll actually go to the next pile that's nearby. Just like with the trees. They'll just go to the next tree. Nice. Okay, we need wood. Oh, little bit of frame dippage. That was in the game, not really in OES. There's a stamina bar, like in Breath of the Wild type stuff. That's cool. Now, if I just hold it, will he... No, he does not auto-attack. You do have to do it a bit. Man, that pig running fast. Oh, that pig running fast. Okay, he don't want me. He's just kind of hanging out. What up, piggy? Oh, don't want to swing on him, because then he'll get mad at me. I'm just trying to get some wood. No. Can you take the tree all the way down at the root, or... I would assume you want to do that to get rid of it, and then replant it after. Oh, no, it auto-locked. That's alright, we'll just kill him. Kill the bee! No, attack them. They're attacking you. You attack them, you fucking asshole. Whoa, get the energy. Okay, army limit has increased by 1. Soul harvesting is faster. Got some attribute points. Nice, nice, nice. Get the tree, boys. Smacky, smacky. Oh, shit. Go away, piggy. Nobody asked you. Also, yeah, apologies that the game sounds so quiet. I'm always trying to keep it balanced up, down, left, right, you know. That is really awesome that they will just, you don't have to constantly micromanage them. They'll just find the next thing and be like, oh, we're harvesting wood. Let's go harvest more wood in this area. Because that's what, you know, our necromancer master told us to do. Summon a pylon to blight the surrounding land. Other structures can only be summoned on... Oh. It's like the creep in StarCraft. The Zerg buildings in StarCraft can only be built on the creep, so you have to spread the creep. Cool. Okay, so B to construct. Pylon. You must construct additional pylons. Okay, I'm gonna steal this guy's house. I'm gonna just straight up steal this motherfucker's house. So I'm gonna put this, like, right here. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's big mad. Oh, he's gonna try and kill my shit. Guys, get him. Get him, guys. Don't let him stop the summoning. Oh my god, he's strong. like little level 1 bandit. He's strong as fuck, though. Build the first pylon. Let the infection begin. It's literally just doing the creep from StarCraft. That's so cool. Okay, we don't need to see more. There's a photo mode? What? Oh, it's hard to control the camera, but that's tight that there's a photo mode. Even in a game as simple as this, they bothered to put a photo mode in. Oh, cool. Teleporting. So that's how you do fast travel as well as with the pylons. That's you set up other bases and stuff. That's really nifty. There's a lot of potential in this game. I could see it. It's giving, like, Valheim or, like, Conan Exile with better thralls. And I did say we were going to do the thing here. So, yeah, English. Oh, it's being made by a Russian guy. Cool. What is it with Russians and death? Every time I turn around, they make something about death, dying, decay, rot. It's just something cultural for them, I swear. I mean, which, to be fair, I lived in, like, Eastern Europe, Siberia, and all kinds of stuff. Like, that seems like that's a region with a lot of history of yikes, you know? Ooh, excuse me. How long did you play? 3 to 15 minutes. That's pretty good. How'd you rate the game at this stage? I think it's a solid 7. I could see a little more appeal to, like, I can see potential to it. I'm like really close to calling it a solid 8. It's definitely a 7 and it's trending to 8. How difficult was the game? I would say just right in the middle, just right amount for RPG kind of base builder. How'd you hear about the game? The Next Fest. What do you like most about the game? The skeleton friends. Smiley face. No, the minions. Yes, the skeleton minions. Now I'm going to talk about skeleton warriors. Give me a second, because I just know I can't talk about skeletons without ever thinking of skeleton warriors again, because me and my buddy discovered, we were looking for something to watch, and we we came across this thing called Skeleton Warriors. And I don't know if we came across it or if I had seen like a YouTube video and I was like, dude, wait, what's on that list? Like we were looking for something else that started with S, and I went by, I'm like, wait a minute, they have Skeleton Warriors? We were looking at whatever site we were on, and we ended up watching Skeleton Warriors, and it goes hard. If you've never watched Skeleton Warriors, go binge it. You're in for a treat. It's just old school He-Man type of anime, like not bad animation. It's actually really decent. It's just like that old school from like the year of like X-Men 95, you know, or not 95, but X-Men back from like 1993, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just, but it goes unreasonably hard as a concept, and I really wish they would bring it back, because I think if you solidified that concept, maybe add a little more personality to some of the characters and stretch the series out by about 2 more seasons, you could have a really solid entry for something, and you could even, like, it's really cool. We'll go over it in a minute. Okay, what do you dislike the most about the game? We didn't play it long enough to really find a dislike. Trying to think if there is a dislike to that. The auto lock on the pig. I didn't like that one. Auto locking onto nearby boar harvesting tree. So because that like aggroes him and that gets him on me, and I don't like that. I feel like I should just be able to farm the tree. When I'm locked in farming the tree, it doesn't try to move to the next target. You know, like that's. Give me that option. If you're going to make the boars passive for that reason, then let me, you know, yeah. Anywho, which of the following additions or improvements would have the greatest impact on your decision to purchase? Smarter enemy and minion AI, improved combat system, co-op mode. Ooh. Oh, dude, a co-op mode where your friends play as the minions? That's asymmetrical. That's interesting. So, like, I guess they would take the spot of whoever's in your minion army, like whenever they're logged in. Otherwise, it would just be the regular command. That'd be kind of interesting. A sandbox mode, large procedurally generated world with startup mechanics. No, don't do that. Don't do that. For the love of God, don't do that. Please do handcrafted locations and like a normal map, please. I don't want procedurally generated. I don't, okay? Because like when you go too far with sandboxing it, you end up with something like Hydroneer, where it has really interesting mechanical concepts, but it's so obtuse trying to access them that it's like, I didn't want to go explore all the other pits instead of a big factory and stuff. I got bored of it because there was really no goal, you know? There was no point to it. Let's see. Deeper lore and world building, quests, random counters, notes, and dialogue. That'd be cool. Yeah. More advanced army management, more advanced crafting and building. Let's see. Army management, crafting, and building. I think that's your bread and butter with this because you can get like it doesn't really matter if your enemies are smarter or whatever. It's like you can always tweak that later. That's not crazy. But if you don't have the building blocks, like let's say the crafting building, the army management, the world building, that's what's going to keep players engaged over any amount of AI or whatever. Like people will deal with that. Like look at 7 Days to Die. People still like 7 Days to Die, even though it's taken several updates to get the AI to be better and the world to be better and whatever. It's like, but because there's such neat like building and stuff in there, people put up with it for a while until it does get around to actually fixing it. Do you have any suggestion to improve the game? Not. I don't think I can think of one on the top of my head that would be like, oh, this is the definite thing. Because I only played for like 15 minutes. I didn't even get out of like the tutorial area. uh. Uh. Dialogue coming from player character when commanding units. Example. When harvesting, if, yeah, what to say, well, no, that's the thing is he's mute. Like, he's got that wrapping on his face, so I don't think he'd be able to do that. Let's see. Telepathic dialogue coming from player character when commanding it. Because they understand what you want because you're commanding them through the ethereal web, you know? Like, great. So, wood is, you know, I demand lumber. Okay, so examples. I demand lumber. Bring me stone. Like stuff very kind of guttural and just commanding, you know. I demand lumber, bring me stone. You know. To war. To war my army, you know. Like that kind of thing. It's like different that kind of stuff, right? So it's like, you know, like if he goes for wood, if you point at the tree, it's like, I demand lumber, bring me stone, you know, or he goes to attack, to war my army, you know, like just make it cool, make it fun. Yeah. So, good job to what's his face? Who did this? Because this is a really awesome game so far, and I don't know if it's like a solo dev or if it's like 2 or 3 guys or whatever. It seems like maybe just a solo dev because of how I don't want to say basic in a bad way. This is not derogatory, but how basic some of the animations and stuff feel at this point in development. But the rest of it, like the art style is solid. The concept is really interesting. Like you're getting that like minions doing your shit, whatever, and it's just cool. It's cool. Like you got this whole inventory and armor system. You explore around. You bring your little minions with you. But they're not always just following you around. They like you command if you want them to follow you or not. You might go somewhere solo without them so they don't accidentally aggro something. You know, this is cool. There's like different character talents. That's awesome. I like the RPG and base building mechanics mixed together. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can armor your guys too. Your servants can have like weapons and you know little skull hats and stuff. They matching. They're matching your skulls. Sweet. Nice. Okay. So Mega Game or Megame LLC. Wow, they've actually done some other stuff. So that might be why it feels so put together. Desert Kill, right? Little polygon type games. Little simple square Minecraft looking dudes. So it looks like they started back in 2019 and did just a couple of simpler games. This one's still in early access. So they did a couple of simple things back in 2019. Then they got, like, last year they released CyberCorp, mostly positive. Looks like they did something really good with that. Looks like a cool action game. And then you got Matryoshka, which seems to be a horror game about a Matryoshka doll in a commie block. That's always fun. Are you like a delivery Uber guy or something? Yeah, Matryoshka, first-person psychological horror experience. You need to find a way to escape from a maze of old Soviet building if you die. If you die what? If you die what? Oh no, it's just ellipses off. That's funny. This does look pretty creepy. So I think I'll put that on the list too and play that at some point because it's also mostly positive. So it seems like early on maybe wasn't doing so hot with Desert Kill, and then tried survival thing, and then kind of hit on something with Zombies in City, and then moved on from there and started doing other stuff, which is cool. Kolbok Sickness Simulator. Is that like a walnut? What is that? It looks like a walnut. Okay. Is it a walnut? Is it a mushroom? What's the idea? First person rolling mechanics. This combo is pure madness trying to fill. So yeah, he makes little games for like $5 at a time. So I would expect Lord of the Dead probably to be 15 or 20 like CyberCorp is because it looks more put together. But it is nice that he's also putting these smaller games out on site. So that might be why Lord of the Dead is a little underdeveloped right now. Because it was released in February, but that was like the demo. Like the actual full game isn't done, But look at this. They're already planning more stuff, like new enemies, new biome, another update. And you got to remember, 7 Days to Die was in a very similar position a couple years ago. And then once it got to 1.0 and it got cleaned up a little bit, now with 3.0, a lot of people are talking about it. And it just takes time with some of these things. And that's interesting. That's cool. What is CyberCorp? Is that a cool one? Brutal, fast-paced, isometric co-op loot shooter in cyberpunk world. Equipment base, yeah, dude. Yeah, like twin stick shooter. That's awesome. I definitely want to try some of his games because that's very cool. All right, Lord of the Undead. That was a neat one. Yeah. As long as he keeps updating it, that'll be good. And it's cool that, like I said, if it's 2 or 3 guys and they're bounced around working on different, like 3 different games right now, that's kind of crazy. It's like, yeah, this one's here's a little horror game, here's a little game, and then there's like we're working on the big game in the background. That's kind of cool. Good for them. All right. Oh, that's right. I was going to talk about Skeleton Warriors because it was cool. Don't want to forget about that. Skeleton Warriors. So it only had like 2 seasons, but it went hard as fuck. I don't know about the toys. Oh, these are weird looking toys for the Skeleton Warriors. But basically, the concept for this. I mean, look at how hard the post for this goes. Like, look at that. It's just cool. The concept here is essentially there was a like guy, like evil manipulative guy in this fantasy, like it's a medieval but futuristic kingdom essentially. So you got, like, you see they have like laser guns and stuff, but here's the kicker, right? Here's the kicker. Like I don't think these guys can die, and I don't think those guys can die. So the idea is, like, you can blow them up and all that, but they're like undead skeleton guys. So these guys are the only ones who can really fight them because they are also affected by whatever magic from the crystal turned these guys into skeletons. But it just the way it looks, man, and the narrator and everything, it goes like so hard. Like here's the opener to it, which is just so tight. Okay. Gonna be in like 240p because this is old ass. So yeah, it's like 480.
These are the tales of the
Skeleton Warriors. It just, they had like the 3D skull guy. It was so cool. Skeleton Warriors. It's so good. My buddy, when we were watching this, he oh god, that's terrible. Hang on, let me just look up Skeleton Warriors. See if I get like an HD version of it. Just show you guys. Oh my god, somebody posted the entire series. Should we do like a watch party of Skeleton Warriors? I feel like YouTube would ping on that and would hate it. This was an interesting thing. Shriek, she was a, like, sort of a love interest, I think, for one of the guys who was like the main guy. And I think she was his like betrothed at one point, and then she, you know, succumbed to the curse more than they did and turned evil and joined the Skeleton Warriors. It's weird. It's weird. But no, somebody actually posted the whole thing. Maybe we'll have to do a watch party stream one day and see. Might have to break it up in like 2 streams depending on how much I yap, but yeah, okay, this seems to be maybe a better one. Yeah, this seems like 720, but it's still that old CRT. It's not super clean, but it works. Here, I'm gonna blow it up a little for you guys. Well, you can see they're riding on like light cycles and just cool shit. It's just badass. Yeah, it's like it's so much cooler than like He-Man or G.I. Joe. Like G.I. Joe was tight. He-Man was tight, right? But yeah. So the thing, yeah, that's the thing is I think the reason I was saying that one chick was the love interest for the one guy. They're all affected in the lore. They're all like affected by the same power that, you know, turned the other guys into invincible skeleton warriors, but they're all kind of affected by that. But one of their guys, since he was the one who kind of he unwittingly betrayed them by like, you know, trying to give the crystal to the guy, but he was kind of manipulated into it, and he then he was in contact with it when the crystal was destroyed or whatever the fuck, right? I don't remember the exact lore, but point being that guy was more affected by it, so he's like half skeleton, so he can kind of change into a skeleton form as well. So they're all very unique. Even the skeleton guys are like, they're not just, you know, skeleton guy number 2. It's like Bebop and Rocksteady in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you just have this cast of characters battling each other. Like I said, it'd be cool if they ever brought it back. I don't know if they did. Let's see, Skeleton Warriors reboot. Did they ever do like a reboot for it or something? Let's check the wiki. Just for funsies. Yeah, so it ran for 13 episodes, so 2 very short seasons. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, well, it's 1 season, but kind of not... It's weird. It's weird. So there's like a couple of different ones. So there's the Legion of Light, which are the good guys. And then there's the Skeleton Warriors, which are Baron Dark, who's like the head guy. Dr. Cyborg, which is like the cyborg skeleton guy. I think you saw him, he had like a laser eye. And he does like all the stuff with their minions and things and like fixing them and whenever they get broken. Then there's Shriek, that's the female skeleton. And then, which I find hilarious that she wears like breastplates for armor, because it's like, you're a fucking skeleton, you don't have titties. It's just one of those weird things. Aracula. Who was Aracula? Aracula? Yeah, Dagger and Claw are kind of the stupid ones. They're kind of like the little minion type of guys. And then Skeleton Warriors Aracula. Oh, that's right. This was the guy with like 6 arms. Right. So this was the guy where he had like 6 arms. So he was like a spider skeleton guy because he had like a bunch of arms. Like I said, they're all very unique, and it would be tight as hell if somebody revived this. And I might have to fuck around and do it myself one day. Maybe, if I ever feel like it. I might just start by reanimating the show in 3D, make it, you know, like a kind of Star Wars Clone Wars thing where there's the 2D version and then later they had the 3D version. That might be interesting. Anywho, moving on. I need my brownie. It's been sitting here a minute. Come here, Bonnie. Trying not to get brownie crumbs all over the place. Alright. Speaking of horror games, though, and spookiness, we have Lumina Veil. I believe this is the Resident Evil classic style with, like, the locked camera. We'll see. How are we getting? Oh, not bad. What was that? We got about 10 down. So if we get down to, like, 30, that'd be good. That'd be about 14 demos gone through. Which is not bad. So if we keep up that pace, we should be good through the weekend. But I might want to kick it up a little. I don't know. Ooh, spooky. I'm going to have to cut the audio, though. If it lets me. It's cute that you want to go full screen, but you do not have a right to fuck with my display here, bud. In your loading screen. Oh my god. Here, I'm just gonna mute it for you guys, because you don't need to hear this crap. I'll turn it back on in a minute. whenever I get control of my own damn desktop again. I can't get it to come up because the whole thing's taking up the full screen. I hate that. It's not even necessary. Like every other game demo I've done has let me go back to that. Oh my god. All I'm hearing is that gong noise over and over again. It's getting ridiculous. Just load, you fuck. It's like such a basic looking game. What could you possibly be loading this long? What are you doing? Get to the point, man. This is like, I'm not going to sit here for another 10 minutes like the other one, alright? The 10 minutes for the game that didn't even like run properly anyway. Oh my god, what is your deal? What the fuck? There we go, finally. Good god. You whine enough, it'll work. Good Liz. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. Okay, I'm gonna turn off here. There. Why is it labeled as Eternal Terror? I guess it used to be called Eternal Terror, and now it's called Lumina Veil. Okay, that. Okay. Visual quality. Ooh, we can go real retro. That's not actually bad. It's not too bad, but... So, there's that one. Not a big difference. I'm not even seeing a difference between medium and high. I guess there's like a little bit of a film grain on this one. On high, that seems to be the only real difference. And then on full, you're getting sort of those fog effects for the lighting. Yeah, you're getting like more deeper shadows. So no real difference in that. But then low gets real fucked. So I think we'll go with a medium. I think that should be fine. Brightness. Can we turn it down all the way? Or was that 2.2? That's the default. So yeah, it's a little washed out when we have it that high. I just don't want to lose too much of it. That's way too dark, obviously. I'm trying to see her, but not necessarily the background. Like, yeah, that's a little washed out. I think 1.8 will be fine. Well, I lose a little bit of detail in her, though. Okay, we'll go with 9. Just a smidge down. Okay. So, obviously, it seems like it's better played with a controller, but, you know, tomato, tomato. Let's see here. Control, sound. Okay, yeah, I might want to try this with a controller. Because it's going to be annoying hearing me slap the crap out of the spacebar otherwise. But we'll see, because my controller's cord setup's a little fucked. I have it glued to some popsicle sticks to keep the cord in place. Should be fine, though. We'll see. Yeah, one of them, like, one of the 2 popsicle sticks I used to brace the cord kind of snapped. So that's a little bit of an issue. That's okay, though. That's okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, we need to... That's the annoying thing is when it goes... It just can't decide. Like, it's... Like, both ways it's still plugged in. It should be fine. Yeah, I know. Battery low. Fuck you. I get it, Steam. Shut up. I think 1 will be fine for everything. I don't know about, like, gunshots and stuff. That might be a problem. Yeah. I wonder how high it can go. Wait, I want to try something. Oh, okay, it only goes to 1. I didn't know it was going to, like, loop back up to, like, 3 or something. Okay, controls, yep, cool. Button type. Ah, cool, you can actually switch. This is a fucking indie game. I've seen AAA games that can't recognize this and let you just manually change to PlayStation controls over Xbox controls. Like, Jesus. What the fuck? This, again, goes back to that one RPG I was talking about the other day that I couldn't remember the name of it, where it's like, in their promotional video for it, they're like, we've got this, we got that coming, we're working on this. How are we beating AAA development? Like, exactly, my guy, exactly. How are you? That's the only limiting factor. Like, as with anything else in a capitalist hellscape, the only limiting factor to your life is money. It's access to resources. Resources which are fucking blatantly abundant. Case in point, food. Why is there food insecurity in a country that throws away 40% of their edible food? Grocery stores every day get rid of like 40% of their food because it doesn't sell. Here's an idea, jackass. Just give the food to people! Or don't stock perishable food like that, and stock other things like rice and beans that can be held longer on a shelf, and forget some of the other stuff that's super perishable. Like, forget your fucking produce, man. To hell with your damn vegetables. Like, I know, vegetables important, but unless you're gonna just throw it in a stew, fuck you. Also, the music is kind of tight. Like, this is the type of shit I would expect to hear on the soundtrack, like Smallville. This is that like 90s grunge leaning into 2000s like pop punk era, you know, like just kind of, it's groovy, but it's not exactly like Creep, you know, with Nirvana. It's not exactly that, but it's just kind of chill. I miss that era of like kind of techno grunge 90s tunes, because you still got that all the way up through like 2007-ish, and then after that, what you got into like 2010 era pop and like urban music, like rap and stuff, really started to take over. And that, like, not that it wasn't a big genre in itself, rap already was, but it became more of like the thing to do is to be urban, to be city, but not necessarily to be street, you know? Like, it's weird. Okay, so quality preset, yeah, medium's fine. Frame rate limit, let's go with 60. I have VSync on anyway. I always just put it on just in case something breaks. Great, yeah, see it's like grain intensity. You can have film grain on the higher settings. Like, listen to that fucking guitar. Like, that's hard as hell. Oh, cool, you can actually increase or decrease the FOV. Oh, you can't decrease it, just loops back around to 10. Okay. Interesting. Menu theme by Yakui the Maid. Oh god, I hope this isn't official music. This might get copyright on the stream, and like this whole section might have to get cut out. No! It's unfortunate. Okay. What kind of languages does it come in? Oh, it's Dutch! Interesting. I was not expecting this to be from a Dutch developer. But okay, sure. I guess Dutch developers like old school, like, you know, Resident Evil. Alright, the demo features chapters 1 to 3. The final chapter, chapter 4, will be released for the full version of the game for free on Steam. Nice. So... Wait. We're released for free on Steam? I'm confused. Oh, so you can... If you buy chapters 1 through 3, I don't know if that's maybe their translation being off. Like, they're like, yes, 4 will be in the main game. I think that's what they're trying to say. Lumina Vale is being solo developed by me, Hamster Cafe, and will be completely free once it's finished. Absolute Chad. Yeah, the current version is still in active development, so please let me know if you encounter any bugs or issues. Dude, absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. That's like I said earlier, where if I make a comic book or something, I would probably just put it out for free and then have some other way of making money off it if somebody wanted to, like, buy merch for it or something. That'd be cool. That'd be tight. You know? Shit. Love to see it. That's cool. I will definitely play that then. Because there's no, like, barrier to entry where I gotta stick it on my wish list and wait for some kind of sale or wait till I have the money for it, you know? Yeah, so the next chapter's coming out June 22nd. So right when the Next Fest wraps up, they'll actually have Chapter 4 out, and that should mean that the game is out if Chapter 4 is out. But they might be tweaking bugs and technical glitches and things. I almost don't want to play it, just because that's fucking cool. That was really cool. I really like that. Do we go down the hallway for the load screen? Oh, ugh. Yeah, we're gonna need some optimization here, buddy. There's an 83. You guys can't see it, but it's in the top right, like behind my head. And it's like 83 and a 92. Oh, is that my frame rate? Or, I don't know. A lot of stuff not loading in, by the way. My textures and shit are fucked. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to play this right now. It's a little... is a bit shit. It's a bit jank. Unfortunate. Okay, so we'll just get out of here. It's cool though. It's cool. We'll definitely come back and revisit that. Now that I'm aware that it shall be free for the masses. Absolute unit. Love to see it. I love seeing developers just do that and not try to make a profit off their thing immediately and say, hey, I just want to make a fun thing, and if you guys like this, cool. And then, that'll garner a fan base, and then maybe in the future. Because, like, it looks really cool. I do want to show off some of the gameplay. It's got that old Resident Evil style to it. Well, I wouldn't say old. It's not that... Yeah, it's not like a locked camera or anything, but it's old and grungy and dark and gritty and clearly inspired by Resident Evil. It's like Resident Evil 4 type shit, and, like, we're here for it. We're absolutely here for it. Like, I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. I'm really not. But, like, I like the concept of Resident Evil, not necessarily how some of the games have been executed. Just depending, but yeah, free on Steam. Absolute fucking legend. We are so putting that on the wish list, and we will definitely have to do a playthrough of that. I don't know if I'll stream it. I don't know how long it'll take to beat, but it looks tight. I mean, for all this to be done by one guy is really impressive. It's just a neat look at it. And, that's probably why, like, the minimum specs are, not exactly good. But, yeah, they'll get there. I'm sure with the full version, they're still working on the optimization side of things. But looks like it'll be alright, Looks like it'll be cool. Be neat. Moving on. So that was Lumina Vale. Keep an eye out for Lumina Vale from Hamster Cafe. Actually, I wanted to check Hamster Cafe. So it seems this is their only thing so far. They don't have like a publisher page or anything. It's just Lumina Vale. Definitely want to play Lumina Vale. Like the soundtrack alone had me. I low-key want to cut their thing to, like Linkin Park. Just make it cool. Like I've seen that trend as well with Dexter and the Moonrocks, which it's really interesting because I've never been part of a band, or not part of a band, but part of a fandom for a band. I mean, I've never been part of like a band's following before they become this like viral sensation, because I discovered Dexter and the Moonrocks like 2 years ago when I heard like when YouTube recommended Bleach, right? Which is I always refer to it by the full name, Bleach My Brain, because the lyric is, I want to bleach my brain, which is, it's all, just go listen to it. Go listen to Dexter and the Moonrocks. They have a lot of great songs. Like basically everything they're releasing nowadays is all of it 10 out of 10 bangers. And the interesting thing is, until like the new one come out, one of their newest songs came out, now they're starting to get edited into like people's TikToks and shit, and like it's cool. The one right now that's big is, what is it? It was like top. It got into like top 12 or something on like Spotify. It was like a big thing, big listens for like 3 months. Which one's it? It's not Flavorless. It's Freaking Out, right? So Freaking Out is by Dexter Miller. I did want to look up Yukai the Maid on YouTube. Yukai the Maid. Yukui the Maid. So that's who I heard the song from. I would hope that this doesn't have like any sort of copyright to it, like copyright protection for the artist, obviously, but I hope it doesn't do that thing where it triggers off of, like, what the fuck. I guess this is fan art of the character from the album, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, what is their most recent? They have a most recent, or is it just, ooh, I really hope this person is using that with permission. I mean, I assume maybe it's like just, hey, can I use your music for the soundtrack of my game? It's going to be a free game. I'm not even making any money off it. And they're probably like, yeah, sure, just as long as you make sure to credit me so that, the main theme is people know it's my thing. So it looks like their most recent one was Futility in 2023. I'll probably definitely check this out because they have some nice vibes to them. I'll try checking out some more of their stuff. So Yukui the Maid. Interesting. But yeah, no, Dexter and the Moonrocks. They, like, there it is. Freaking Out is like their top thing right now. People, they just sold out the show at the world's like biggest honky tonk and whatever. It's awesome. Yeah, they're currently on tour right now. And their songs are, yeah, there's Bleach right there. So they did like a thing of like Western Space Grunge, Bleach, Sad in Carolina, Cry, like basically everything they make it has been fantastic. Some of these I didn't put, like Serotonin, Paranoid, 12 Steps is one of their other new ones. Happy to Be Here is they have a lot of melancholy space grunge type stuff going on, and it's funny because they like some people be like, oh, this is like this isn't country or whatever. Like they think it's people are conflating them with like Midwest emo, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. There is a genre called Western Space Grunge. That's kind of what the idea is. It's like space cowboy type shit. They're country, but they're like sad boy country. They're not they're not your honky tonk country. Because there's like honky tonk country, which is the unfortunate aftermath of September 11th, which was all the rah rah of America, and the outlaw country went away, which is where you get guys like Brian Andrews who come in and are like Brian Andrews is essentially the newest kid on the block when it comes to like the Man in Black. Like he's sort of the new version of Johnny Cash, right? Where Johnny Cash would play that outlaw country of like, I try to be a good Christian and stuff, but also I've been to jail, I've done drugs, I've been smoking, but also fuck the cops because this country sucks and people are poor and stuff. That's basically how Johnny Cash was. And I still to this day say, had Johnny Cash been born 10 years later, I believe he would have been one of the first punk artists, like one of the first American punk musicians. Because when you think about it, outlaw country and punk rock are like so similar. They're like very close to me because both of them are just saying fuck you to the man, you know? But yeah, Brian Andrews, he put out, similarly, he's put out a couple things, but recently he's put out Nazi is his most recent, and then where's his other ones? Oh, there's Nazi and Yeehaw, Fuck the Law. Let's see. Isn't it convenient they're not showing that though? Like when you look at the stuff, they'll have some of these recent as 2024, but for some reason Google doesn't show the other ones he's made recently. Huh, odd, isn't it? Okay. So if we look at his, you know, like a Wikipedia. Yeah, there we go. No, not that. Brian Andrews. No, not filmmaker. No, what? No, not him. Musician. All right, whatever. Hey, point being, Brian Andrews. So Nazi is his newest one that he just dropped like last week, and then before that it was Yeehaw. So it's a whole thing talking about basically the right wing, the Republicans in this country. They're all hat no cattle. They swear like, oh yeah, man, fuck the government. I don't like taxes, all this other shit. And then when the government tramples people's constitutional rights and all that, it's like, oh, it's happening to other people. It's happening to those brown people I don't like. Some are racist pricks, so fuck it then. There's a line in here. It's a really good line, actually. I don't know how we got started talking about music. We were just talking about Yukoi the maid, and then here we are. So the lyrics. Now, why the fuck you showing me a preview of the lyrics, and then when I look at full lyrics, you're linking me to other things. And then this is way down here. That's a weird design, Google. Why are you doing that? Okay. So, this one right here. Land of the free ain't free for all. Until the law ain't fucking y'all. It's yeehaw, fuck the law. So it's like, when they're suffering the consequence of their actions, as I stated earlier, like, actually, did I sit there? No, I think I commented on a YouTube video. But that's sort of the problem with the right in this country, is that they're constantly, they don't get the idea of ACAB. Like, I didn't fully grasp the concept of systemic oppression myself until the last couple of years. I was like, oh, okay, I used to be closer to center, right? Because I thought, okay, if we all sit down and educate people and are rational and logical, then surely people will all get on the same page, right? I had way too much hope in humanity, specifically in the average American. Now I've gone, like, I've seen shit fall apart so much that I'm like, you know what? I'm full commie at this point. If somebody rolls up tomorrow and says, let's just get rid of the government and start over, I'm there. Let's do that. Why not? And yeah, DHS, if you're listening, hi, Trump's little fascist regime. Go fuck yourselves. I don't care. I'm literally nobody. I'm not like Like, bro, I literally don't even have a gun. Like, what am I gonna? You really think I'm gonna go out there and just start doing attacks? They tried that too recently. They made up another lie of They made up another lie of like, oh, somebody was trying to attack Trump's birthday party with drones, and it was like some guys from Ohio that were gonna do a coordinated terrorist attack in DC, and I'm like, what? And like, and I saw a headline earlier of like, the ringleader was an illegal immigrant, DHS says, and I'm like, oh, isn't that fucking convenient? Come on, this is like the fifth or sixth fucking thing where it's like we can't. At this point, we can't even prove that any of them were real. Like, there's not even proof that any of these things are real. Like, forget the ear thing, like that one, like the White House Correspondents' Dinner, the shots outside of the White House. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. Like, what the fuck? Does anybody have solid proof that these were real attacks or not? Like, it's just, I don't. It's we're in such a post-truth age, you know. I don't know. Anyway, so Yuki the Maid, Lumina Evil, absolute like awesome. We're gonna check that out later, whenever it's out. I'm gonna finish eating some of my brownie here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Did not mean to. What am I opening? Oh, okay. I did double click that. All right. I guess we're getting in a matchstick. I didn't even get to introduce the game. The game's like, you will play me now. Okay. Okay, sound. Gonna turn that down. And then we go tweaky. Oh, come on. God, that's a super precise slider. It's down into the hundreds slot, the hundredths slot. Okay. Oh, cool. Menu volume's got its own setting. That's nice. So we can actually see what the volume's gonna be like if I set this like half. So we set that to maybe 2 overall, maybe. And we'll tweak as needed. Okay, visuals, brightness, pixelization amount. Oh. 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 Did it get worse in the background there? Maybe? Oh, yeah, okay, so there's like a pixel filter to it. I don't know if you guys are really going to notice it too much because of the YouTube compression, but it should. You should be able to see it, but I kind of want like high pixels, make things look kind of messed up, but we'll just keep it on low. That's the default. If that's the default, that's what I assume the developer's going to want it to be on, so. Retro console effect. Okay. No idea what that means. Controls. Looks to be rumble. Okay, so this is the one where probably we have to play with a controller, but we'll see. I think this is the one where I was saying it had like the lock camera or something. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of these demos. It's hard to keep them straight. Oh, okay, we're going on a road trip. Get in the car. We're going shopping. With support from Screen Australia. Screen Australia. Maybe it's like some kind of government fund for artists. Ooh. Very cool. Oh, God. Okay. Did aliens just snatch up my family? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go into the gaping anus of the asphalt. Sure. That's so weird. Oh, it's trippy. Oh, it's a wormhole, too, somewhere. Geronimo! Whee! Uh-oh. Okay. Ew. It looks squishy. Chapter 1, Ignition. What the fuck? Okay. I wonder what happens if I turn the, I want to see the visuals here. If I just turn the completely off, what we're gonna look like. Oh, that's actually not bad. What happens when we turn it all the way up? What are we looking at? I'm just trying to see what the real difference is with the pixels. Oh, that's very old school. That's very old school where it just doesn't render all the way. You gotta get close up to get it to render because it didn't have the resolution. Interesting. What is the old TV effect, I wonder? So let's turn pixelation off and we'll turn off the retro console effect. Retro console effect meaning what? Let's see. Retro console. Doesn't look different. I think maybe with the pixelization. What the fuck? Maybe the pixelization has to be on for you to kind of see that effect of whatever the hell it means. I wish we would have a visual in the menu to show you exactly what it's going to do, because I don't think it shows it really on this. I think I'm going to turn the pixelization off because I like the crisper image, but I really like the choices. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, there's like portals all over this place. Does that teleport me over there, maybe? Oh, yeah, it does. Now we're thinking portals. Okay. I'm freaking out. Taking pills and sleeping in a car. No, that's Dexter and the Moon Rock for you. The car. Where's Sky and Ash? But, all right, who the fuck names their kid Sky and or Ash? Like, whose name is what? What's over there? I see red. There's a red something over here. Way over there. I see something red. Ducky? Ah, cool. It's like little hidden ducks, so you get max health. That's awesome. I can't get through here. Okay. Yeah, I can hear something. I can hear there's like a noise that's drawing me in. I'm sure you guys can hear that. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Like the portal here is making it. So that kind of indicates where you should try to get to. Interesting. I wonder what's inside. But yeah, no, freaking out. Just go back to Dexter and the Moon Rocks for a second. Their thing has been edited a lot where people will do like a... I don't know if they started it or if people on TikTok started and they picked up on the trend, and they're very community driven. And one of the things like they'll post random shit. They'll post like, you know, what was it? Something about like, hold on, let's just give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about, Dexter. Just get this thought out of my head. If we look at their YouTube, they post weird shorts and stuff to promote their music, and it's fun. It speaks to like the doomers of the genre, where everybody's sort of like, yeah, we're here, yeah, we've given up, but we're not dead yet. We're just kind of waiting for the end, but also like fuck the world, but not yelling it in the way like Brian Andrews might do it, or like Mattstagram, where they're like, yeah, punk rock. These guys are much more into that low key sort of it's like Nirvana, but also like Western Nirvana, like country Nirvana. It's an interesting sound. They have a very interesting sound, and it also helps that their frontman. I don't recall any of their names, but it's weird because you've got the guy usually promoting it is the guy here with the mustache, but then the frontman, the singer, the frontman main singer guy, he's this guy. So he looks like a kind of a more, for lack of a better term, Wisconsin version of Kurt Cobain. So where Kurt Cobain had that skinny sort of whatever kind of weird looking body, and then this guy, he's like essentially Kurt. He's got like the hair and stuff, but it's like Midwest Kurt Cobain. Which where was Kurt Cobain even from? I've never understood. I think he was from Seattle, right? Something like that. Didn't he like get into like the Seattle music scene, if I remember correctly? Yeah, he is from Seattle. Well, yeah, he's from Washington. He died in Seattle, and he was born in Aberdeen. Fucking nailed it. Like, 27. I have outlived Kurt Cobain. I'm older than Kurt Cobain. Well, not that I was born, whatever, but wow, he was born in 67, and like that's crazy. That's really unfortunate. And just yikes. I mean, the one thing you can say about Kurt Cobain, which is really not a good thing to say about people when they commit suicide, but at least he did it right. You know, like that's he made sure to get the job done. You know, like I'm not gonna go any more details than that because that would just be morbid. But you like that I can at least respect. I'm like, you know what, guy went out on his own terms. It's something he chose, and he did it. He died the way he lived, like doing everything he can to the fullest. Not like in a happy-go-lucky, like Robin Williams kind of way of like life wonderful, let's all laugh, you know. But more in just the idea that I don't want to use the word executed. He he let's just say he pulled off his final act in a rather professional manner. We'll just put it that way. Like yeah. Anyway, Ritalin is a popular one as well with them. So the releases thing on YouTube kind of cues me sometimes. So 12 Steps is kind of their newest thing, and then that's kind of the one they're promoting now. But you got like Happy to Be Here. The Happy to Be Here album is really good. You've got, damn it, why are you? I want to see the album. Why are you showing me this? This is not the album. But I don't want to click on it because then it'll start playing the fucking shit. Yeah, I don't want to hit play all. I want to look at it. Here, open link. God damn it, did it anyway. Fuck you then. Alright, I can look at videos because they release videos too. It's like 12 Steps, their new thing. Flavorless is a really good one too. Like, at first I didn't really care for Flavorless. I thought it was kind of good. Then I ended up putting it on my playlist because I'm like, I listened to it 4 or 5 more times and I'm like, oh, I feel it now. I kind of get the vibe. The whole video, by the way, is just him sitting at this bar. The entire music video. There's nothing interesting going on. It's just him sitting at a bar with like the light coming in. So assuming it's like daylight and he's done drinking for the night, but he's not. He doesn't go anywhere. Like it's poetic. It's again flavorless. He's looking for that. And a lot of it is like overtly about relationships and heartbreak, but it subtly is about feelings of like melancholy and just I believe ennui is a French term for that. No, a French term for melancholy. There's like a word for it. There's like ennui, but it's no, not the French translation. Term for sadness. I believe ennui is the way they say it. It's something like that. No, not winery. Not sadness winery. It's a. God damn it. I don't know if ennui is the right word, but it's basically like this idea of just ugh, you know. What we actually there's actually a medical term for it that it used to be considered under depression, but then somebody studied it more and went, wait, these feelings are not exactly depression, and they shouldn't be under the umbrella term of depression because they are not actually about being depressed. They're about feeling a certain feeling a loss of nothing. Like there wasn't a thing to lose, but there was a thing to lose, so your brain just. But you're not like actually sad about it. You're just emotionless about it. You're not, and it's not melancholy because melancholy is like, ugh, like. So like melancholy is pensive sadness, no obvious cause. Like melancholy is most associated with feelings of like anxiety or depression, whereas there's the other thing. Yeah, anhedonia. That was the term that the psychologist coined for it. So there's anhedonia is this certain feeling, right? It means it's a diverse array of deficits in hedonic function, including reduced motivation or ability to experience pleasure. Basically, like if you think of like let's say back in the day, maybe if you think about if you're like 13 or 14, you've got a 2 liter Mountain Dew, you've been listening to, Limp Bizkit, and you're playing Halo with the boys, right? That kind of thing. It hit different, right? So it's like the sad version of when something hits different. It's like when you can't feel anything good about anything anymore. It's just that, not that you're like super depressed or whatever, but I think Night in the Woods has a good example of this, where when May is upset, she's not just being depressed, because depressed is like you don't want to do anything. Like depressed is like clinical depression is you don't want to get out of bed, you barely want to breathe, you want to sleep all day, you just want to bleh. Whereas something like Anhedonia is you do things, but you don't necessarily feel them. Like, this is the second time I've mentioned like Night in the Woods on the channel, but Night in the Woods, I think with May, she exhibits Anhedonia very well in the moments where she's like, I don't know why I'm doing anything. Like she just flips and she just doesn't feel anything in that moment, and it's hard for her to grasp onto emotions. But yeah, there was like Freaking Out, and they would do these. There's like these edits. I can't play it too much because YouTube will get mad about it. But let's see, like, which is ironic considering I am promoting their band right now. Like, I'm not harming their brand. I'm not playing the songs for you guys. I'm showing you how cool they are, and I want you to go listen to them. I'm not sponsored, but hey, Dexter, Moonrocks, boys, hit me up. I'm like your one fan on the East. Well, I'm sure I'm not the only guy on the East Coast that is into it, but yeah. Where's the one with the shower beer? There's a really funny one they did with the shower beer. Oh yeah, so this is like them doing the like that edit I was saying people would do with Freaking Out. They'll just use like the one good part from the song, the one particular lyric, and they'll do these like edits of.
Man, I really hope they have bull riding at the concert tonight.
What the fuck? YouTube has been so goddamn glitchy lately, and I hate it. Here, I'll just look it up real quick. Freaking Out, and then like there's this like meme going around of "Remember who you are, white boy," like this one right here. And I think this one was actually posted by Dexter and them. Yeah, Dexter and Moonrocks posted this one. Like, it's just this. But that's the funniest part is that's not even the tone of the. It's almost ironic, right? It's not the tone of the song at all. Who's counting Bush? What's going on here? What are you talking about? Okay, this was about it. I'll get that later. It's political shit. But yeah, that's like not even the tone of the song. Freaking Out is like, again, it's all very sad boy country. And I just want to show you guys the shower bit. The shower beer bit is really funny. Where is it? I think it's gonna be down here somewhere. Yeah, sober enough to know it all feels wrong. So this is like from 12 Steps. Ah, yes, the gutter beer. Like, let's see, where is the shower beer one? It's a really funny bit they did with like drinking a beer in the shower. They've done that bit a couple of times, but there was a more recent one I saw that was. Where's the shower beer one? It was really funny. No. Oh no. Shit. Taking a break from women to focus on substance abuse. They were promoting 12 Steps. 12 Steps is a really good one too. It's all good. I mean, Dexter and the Moonrocks, they have a great discography. They really do. This one, yeah, what the little voice in my head sounds like moments before I decide to make the dumbest decision of my life. So this is a recurring theme for them, is like they drink, and that's one of their things is they just sober enough to know it all feels wrong, drunk enough to probably go it alone. So yeah, it's a bad idea. It's just that's their thing, is they lean into that idea of like, and they're not, as far as I can tell, they're not really grifting that. It's not like say the Sex Pistols back in the day with punk rock, where they were very much a manufactured thing. The idea of Sex Pistols was they were designed strictly to sell like fashion, like punk fashion to people. It was a total AstroTurf thing, right? That doesn't mean all punk rock was AstroTurf. Like a lot of it was very genuine. It's just like, you know, that, or like the Beatles, for instance, where the Beatles were not really a natural thing. That of like, oh, then they got discovered. You know, it was propped up, right? It was similar in some ways to Elvis, where Elvis had talent and he was genuinely an amazing entertainer, but low key he was getting propped up by his manager and stuff, and being used to sell, you know, because that's capitalism. But in this, like they're using it. This is seizing the means of production, right? They're using their own image and they're playing into the role that people see in them already. So they're just like, fuck it, yeah, that's us. Like, let's just do that. Like, let's make it to where nobody can insult us with that or critique us in that way, because we've already done it to ourselves. They almost mock themselves with it, you know? Because they're just like, yeah, fuck it, that's us. We drink, we've done, you know, this or that or whatever. And they're not glorifying it. That's the issue. Like, they're not saying like, oh, drinking fun or drugs fun. It's like, no, it's not. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, wait. Oh, it's physics. Okay. I thought it would just open, but no, it's... I like the squeaky door. Okay. Here, close the door behind me. I was not raised in a barn. Oh, hello, liminal space. God, it feels like an episode of the Twilight Zone in here. Ducky! Max health. Wait, why do I have health? Oh no, are there gonna be monsters and things? I don't like monsters and things. Doesn't open. Okay. That's probably gonna be a thing later where you're running up. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, it's not technically clipping. There is a gap, a very small. There appears to be a very small gap, but yikes. Also, the floor is slightly off. Are you guys seeing this? Oh, is that the camera effect they're talking about? Yeah, the retro console effect. Oh, see, that's that dithering I was talking about. Okay, I see. That's a cool effect. So that was what I mentioned in the other game that was like a PS1 throwback. That kind of dithering where shit gets weirdly out of shape because it's trying to calculate it. It probably looks better with the pixelation, but I do like how it kind of makes me feel a little on edge. It's not as clear and not as clean as usual. It just throws me off a bit. And the clock is broken. Clocks aren't working. No shit. I can't go in the ladies' room. But I'm gonna anyway. Oh, I need a light. Unfortunate. Okay, what do we got here? I swear, I'm trying not to yap so much tonight, but still. Need to stop using the paper for the back gate code. Ah. Abnormal solar activity. An unusually high amount of cosmic rays have been observed in the past month. Scientists are attributing this to unpredicted solar activity and say there is nothing to panic about. Oh yeah. Don't panic when the sky starts doing weird shit. I mean, if only people would actually listen to like scientists over important shit. God forbid we live in that kind of world. Ooh, wait. Hello. Ducky. Nice. I like the sound it makes. Okay. Let me see here. Extra might be the code. I need to stop using the paper for the back gate code. Oh, okay. Am I just gonna walk over there and now it'll open? Is that the idea? Oh, wait. Not raised in a barn. Close that door. There we go. Oh, garbage can. Anything in the garbage can? No. Alright. Over we go. At least I want to try to get through this back gate. See what's over on this side. You said back gate code. What? Maybe there's something on the other side. Because I didn't see anything else inside. Maybe this way? Oh, do I see a little gate or something? Some little grate down here. What is that? I thought I saw something. Ah, maybe this way? And that one's stuck too. God damn it. I thought I saw something. I think it's just my brain playing tricks on me. Okay. Yep, back inside. Got the door. Maybe we try the back door. Or upstairs. One of the thousands of options I didn't choose. Ducky. Man, I'm finding a lot of ducks. Apparently there's 10 of them. Okay, I have an air meter going out into space. That's a planet. This is space. I'm gonna go ahead and close the portal to the other world. God, it's like Beetlejuice. It's like stepping through the door and you just end up on Jupiter with the sandworms. Was it Jupiter or Saturn? I didn't know. I think it's Jupiter sandworms. Business belongs to someone. Okay, we got a green suitcase and I can't open it. Wait, is this one working? No, that one's also broken. But it is green. The other ones aren't green. A pattern. Well, no shit. All the clocks are broken. Yeah, that's a pattern. Like, that's not helpful information. Okay. Try this way. Oh, this is how we get out back. Okay. Is there a guy over there? Oh, there's a guy there too. I don't like it. Hello? Are you big bad man? Or are you like a train conductor or something? Oh, you're a Mothman. Seems friendly enough. Hi, buddy. Oh, I don't like the way he looks at me with no eyeballs. I haven't seen your family, but I can't find my blue bag. Have you seen it? I have a green bag. I don't have a blue bag. I'm like way into this. This is like I'm not like I said before, I'm not super into retro for the sake of retro, but this is clearly using the retro style to make an interesting story. I'm here for it. This is an homage to the games of old, and it seems just simple yet a little bit otherworldly, a little freaky, but super fascinating. Okay, does this guy need the green bag, maybe? Okay, he wants a red bag. Okay, another guy over there. Maybe he wants the green bag. There's the red bag, a blue bag, and a green bag. And I have the green bag, so maybe this guy wants green bag so he can leave. He lost his luggage. Oh, he did. Okay, let's see. Use... No, I don't want to use it. I want to drop it. How do I... Yeah, it belongs to him. Oh, there we go. Ah, he gives me the flashlight. Okay, so we get the idea. It's a little creepy, very atmospheric, kind of a Lovecraftian adventure type of deal. Pretty cool. So it's gonna get crazy later. It's basically Lovecraft Half-Life type of thing. It just you're exploring, you're messing around, interacting with stuff, trying to figure out like puzzles and things. It's weird. It's real weird, is what it is, and I'm into it. I'm not super big on cosmic horror, like Lovecraft stuff, but overall, that's just a really neat aesthetic and atmosphere to that game. Okay, let me have this. Well, count the first hour. We've been at this about 3.5. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I click? Oh, I clicked. Ow!
Let's go.
Okay. Little loud. Also, I like how when you crank this all the way up, it makes the fucking slider bigger. It shifts the slider. I don't think it's supposed to move like that. Oh, wait. It's the numbers. Because the numbers are increasing when it goes to 2. And then when it goes to 3, it moves it again. It's moving it so that this doesn't bunch up here. Hey, genius. Take your shit, move it slightly to the left so that doesn't happen. Why don't you center this under the left side? I don't know if maybe that's where it's supposed to be and this is a bug or what. I'm not trying to be an asshole, call like hey genius, like, but it amuses me, the idea of like, yeah, they looked at this and said, yeah, that's fine. It makes sense that it goes from this side to that side. Maybe that's how the French do it. I don't know, because it's like in French as well. Okay. Let's try like 50. Oh, maybe not 50.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. So the display is not full screen. We're gonna make that full screen. Okay. So, MHOS Dungeon Sweeper. I don't know. It's like Minesweeper, but in a dungeon setting, essentially. Why is there an online tutorial? Why am I reading the online tutorial? Okay, whatever. You just start. Displayed numbers are the sum of monsters attacked. Yeah. So it's like a dungeon explorer type deal. Oh, that's cool. It tells you what bit of music's playing at the moment. So if you want to look at it later. So we got Minesweeper going on. Trying to get to the exit without getting fucked up. Ooh. Did I just fucking die on turn 1? No! Oh my god. Oh my god, it was so unlucky.
Let's go.
Wait, so I'm guessing this is me? Oh, you use the stair to enter. If you try to enter there. Okay. I didn't realize you click on the stairs to do the thing. Okay. So my guy is this. Okay, so how do I know how much damage and stuff I can do? Chest contains treasure. Warning, some chests can be mimics. Oh, that's good. Yeah, let's go gambling. Is it a mimic or a chest? So 12, 30, and 12. Trying to figure it out. Alright, attack is 1. XP is that. Its slingshot can gouge you out an eye. Okay, so that's a ranged attack. Orc, as smelly as dangerous. They just put it in like Google Translate. I love it. Soldiers. Swift to split you in half. Okay, and then Wild Skeleton, a relic of Glorious War. Attack 5. So what happens if I click on one of them? I don't know. We're just going to kind of do stuff. So 12, 12, and 30. What does that mean? Let's kill the Hobbit. Or we click on the Hobbit. Okay, so the Hobbit hit me for 1. So they are, I guess, guaranteed to hit. Okay, so this was 10, and this was 30, and that's 22. Interesting. Alright, let's get the chest, I guess. Okay, that'll refill 4 life points. We don't need 4 life points. So now we have those available. Cool. Okay. You use items, coin pile, Hobbit attacks you, you enter the dungeon. Okay, so it's got a combat log here. What is this? You have gained 1 level, you use... Okay, so we gained a level, so we kind of went up in, I guess. So Nuvo, I think that's my level or my damage? I don't know. I guess if I click them, they just go away. It doesn't really matter, but it matters in what order. So that's 3, 3, 5, 2, and 2. These are worth 4. And then we can use that to get health back. What are the numbers? See, this has gone from 10 to 7. Well, it was 11, and then it was 22, and that was... Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, fire trap. And I'm dead. Huh. Like, yeah, I think I think you're gonna need to put an actual tutorial in the game and not have an online readable tutorial. Like, if you want to do a reading tutorial instead of a just, practice tutorial like other games do, that's fine. But just be sure to, because I wasn't even sure what the fuck I was doing with the numbers and things. Just be sure to include that in the actual game settings. Like, hey, here's how to play. Here's the booklet. That's fine. See, when you click, it's like changing the numbers. I don't know what the deal is there. Maybe you have to solve everything in a region. And then when you get rid of everything in the region, then you're safe to move out. Or it could just be a luck thing of like, hey, maybe this number represents how dangerous it would be to go that way. And I don't know if it's a percentage chance or if it's just like, hey, if you need to reduce that number or pick a path where the number is lower in order to go to the end. Yeah, so obviously the idea is you defeat the Grim Reaper here. So he's removed everything. The idea. I'm just trying to see how the game is supposed to play out. Okay, so that one said 102. Did it change at all? No. Okay. So it says this is 20, this is 12, this is 102, and this is 121. So there's got to be math to this, like some kind of Sudoku added up type of thing. Yeah, because it's a puzzler, it's roguelike, dungeon crawler. It is a cool concept. I could not be fucked to read the tutorial. Yeah. Oh, Mobu. Yes, let's do Mobu. Mobu is the let's see. Game needs a controller by experience. I don't want to plug that in right now. Mobu is the thing that I said was like Bubble Trouble. And so if anybody's played Bubble Trouble, old Flash game from back in the day, it, like, Bubble Trouble is tight as hell. So it's basically the same thing. Oop, if. Let's see. Oh, look at that. A little Joy-Cons representing the controllers. That's interesting. Yeah, keyboard and mouse input. So basic attack, special attack, auto attack. Alright. I'm feeling the tunage, brah. Okay. Park screen shake, full screen, windowed. Yep. English. So it comes in English, Portuguese, comes in Chinese, Russian, and Espanol. So it comes in Spanish as well. That's an interesting gathering of like, okay, sure. Why just English, Chinese, Russian, Spanish, and Portuguese? I would assume Portuguese because like the original developer seems to like probably be Portuguese, and then the other ones are maybe just tacked on as like different areas that they've Google translated the game for. I don't know. Interesting grouping. You usually see like German and French and stuff, but okay. Oh, there's like different characters you can play. Cool. All right, so energy monk, basic attack, energy breakoff. Cool. The veil trembles. Shadows lick at our world like flames at parchment. Shop prices decrease by 10%. Okay, so there's like more levels, right? More difficulty. Cool. Also a little loud. Nice. So you can auto attack if you don't want to hold it down. Ow, fuck. Right on that, like, came in right at me. Okay. Then we survive, then we go to the shop. Yeah, cool. So this is a little more intricate than Bubble Trouble was, but yeah. Cool little game so far. Dodge chance. Seeker. Whenever you use basic attack, spawn a Seeker that chooses a random enemy. Ooh, that'd be helpful. That would be helpful. Get rid of him. Cool. So yeah, this was essentially the concept of Bubble Trouble as well, is you would have these things, like the bubbles bouncing around the screen, and you'd have to dodge them and try to hit them, and the thing is they would split, so like you would have like big bubble splits to smaller bubbles. There'd be a lot of bubbles to manage, so you're just dodging as well. Why is this one bouncing? I guess it's suggesting that one. Oh no, okay, it's just being weird. Lightning attack every 5 seconds. Deal 10 damage, split to 2 random enemies. Okay. Effect damage, defense. Yeah, let's do that one. That sounds cool. So every 5 seconds, 2 dudes are gonna get smacked up. See, we had like this big one here. Don't know if maybe he'll split in 2. Yeah, there we go. See, it's got to be Bubble Trouble. It's got to be somebody played Bubble Trouble back in the day and was like, this is cool, and then they made like a bigger one. I like getting the homing missiles a lot. That's helping because I don't have to be in exactly the right spot for the attack. Okay, effect grenade. Enemies killed have 8% chance to explode. Burning enemies, dealing 10 critical effect damage. Yeah, let's do grenade. That sounds awesome. Oh, there's a yellow one. That's a new one. I don't know what the yellow one does exactly. Maybe it just has more health. Yeah, you don't want to split them too close to you. I remember that from when I played Bubble Trouble. You split them too close to you, there's a good chance they'll just whack you right in the face. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Very bad. Give you very bad demon. Okay, 8% lifesteal chance. Yeah, let's do that. And then add some max HP, little luck. Go for a reroll. I know. What do you got? Attack damage. Once per wave, survive lethal damage with 10% of your health. Ooh, that'd be a good one. I'm already, like, thinking about long rounds of this. Ooh, maybe. Seems like maybe those guys fall faster than the others. Or maybe they're worth more money. I don't know. Yeah, they just have way more health, it seems. Oh, there you go. That guy got hit with a grenade. Oh! Yep, careful. This is the problem with Bubble Trouble. You think, oh, it's easy. Just dodge the incoming things and then just shoot at them, you know? Oh, I can move. That's my special. I forgot about right click. I just decided to use it to see. Yeah. Get him. Yeah. Gotcha. So I have a dodge as the monk. Makes sense. He's a monk. Monk's dodge. Every 450 meters traveled, fire a powerful projectile that deals. Ooh. Cool. Okay, so you guys kind of get the idea. It's your kind of roguelite, you know, little bullet hell thing. You're just kind of messing with it. And so you get like a bunch of guys, you gotta shoot things. Cool, fun little game. Nice. I have to wonder if he's made anything else inspired by their Flash games, or this that's their first outing. Okay, cool. Because that's what I would do, I think. If I ever had like a studio, I would want to do like how Night Dive, their whole bread and butter. I don't think Night Dive has ever made an original game. They just go back and they remaster old games and they bring them up to speed and they make them new and playable and fun with remasters. And they do that. Then that's what I would do with like Flash games. I would go back and find Flash games and just make basically remastered or rebooted versions of them. Like, for instance, like Skeleton Warriors, right? Same concept of, like, I wouldn't necessarily, if I was working in animation, want to do, like, try to be doing a new original thing. I would probably go back in time and look through all the little things that had good concept, has good bones, pun intended, but, has good bones, like Skeleton Warriors, and then rewrite it a little bit and bring it up to date with, like, modern animation techniques and things to make it more cost-effective, where you can do, like, 3 or 4 proper seasons of it. Like, it'd be kind of fun. Like, that's because going back and revising what has already been made is an endless supply of stuff. Because by the time you run out of stuff to remaster and remake and clean up, there will have been more stuff that could maybe have been better. And then you go back and get those things. It's sort of an infinite. It's the same concept of like linear time as my idea of like a great media reset, which is essentially you don't release anything, like you work on it, but you just don't release any new content to the public for say 5-year intervals. So every 5 years you get like a dump of here's a movie, here's a show, whatever. And not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to follow every 5 years. It could be like just, hey, if you released something 5 years ago, now you can release something else, right? If you're ready to release it, or you release it in the next whenever it's ready, but you have to wait at least 5 years of your project before you're allowed to release it. And I know that seems a little weird of like somebody's got to sit on something for 5 years, but it would give people dedicated time knowing that you can't publish anything for 5 years, and so that they can make a lot of something or a lot of good something or whatever. And then I don't know the practicality of it, but it basically be like we have enough movies, we have enough books, we have enough shows that people already didn't get a chance to watch the first time because we have way too many things that people are distracted by. So maybe give people a chance to get caught up on old media that they didn't have a chance for. And then once people run out of what they want to watch, that's when like the 5 year mark would hit, and you go, okay, here's all your stuff. Here's all the new stuff. Big wave of artists just releasing everything at once, and now you got all this stuff to chew on for another couple of years. And so even if you run into something like, oh well, the new stuff, since we didn't have a backlog anymore, we went through the new stuff, and we went through that in 3 years. So then what do you do with the other 2 years? Go explore other media that you maybe weren't into the first time, and maybe you'll evolve as a person and want to be like, oh, you know what? Why don't I try this thing? You know, because I've gone through all the other things. I went through the backlog, that kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go a little further. Let's go a little further. I'm still a little pepped up from the caffeine and the brownie. So where are we at? I really want to get to Sprawl. It's taunting me. It's right there. I'm like, I want to get down to Sprawl. Sprawl Zero looks so fun. Speaking of games that are like old, like there's Sprawl from back in the day, and then there's Sprawl Zero, which is like a new prequel to it, which is kind of cool. Yeah. So No Death in the Wild West. So this one is a speed platformer, like Mirror's Edge type of thing, but it's set in the Wild West. It's all about like making the perfect move at just the right time, kind of parkour, kind of nifty. We'll see. We'll see. Water is good. Water is helpful for when you're yapping as much as I am. Yeah, we got in like about 5 hours today, or 4 hours. I can't do math. That's an awful lot of Asian languages. Okay, so this looks like Cyrillic, so it looks like Russian. English. Oh god, they're so similar. If I had to guess, I think maybe one of these is like Mandarin and the other one's like Classic, because there's like when people say Chinese, what they usually mean is when they're referring to the modern Chinese, and that's like Mandarin. Like Mandarin is like the modern one. There's like Chinese, which is like Chinese refers usually to Mandarin, but there's also Cantonese. So there's like Mandarin and Cantonese. They're like two kind of different, like it's sort of the difference between American English and British English. It's like the King's English versus American English. It's pretty much the same thing, but not quite. Yeah, it's a little, or like what's another one that does it? Like I'm trying to think of anywhere else has it. I think China is like one of the only places on Earth that I know of at least that has a dual language thing like that, where you have one that's sort of more historical, like I feel like Cantonese is like specific to a certain region, and so it's kind of just a hang around from history. But the fact that people still speak it keeps it from becoming like Latin, where it's a dead language. Don't know. Moving on. Yeah, English, obviously. I don't know why I spent so much time talking about that, but it's cool to see that, on the home screen there. Okay. It's like even a guy, like I like the idea of a guy in China able to play this game. Like a guy in China playing a game about Wild West parkour. Something about that tickles my brain. It must be the same way that Chinese people feel when they see us like watching wuxia movies and like, all that like stuff of their history and their culture, Anytime we watch like old like classic 70s kung fu movies, they're just like, I like the idea of there being an American watching an American dubbed, English thing, like we watched it in Chinese, they watch it in American, like that's also another good question of do they, I mean, they know of English obviously, but do they know of the difference between something like British language for like English and then like American English. Because I think at a certain point we are just gonna have to rename our language from English to something else because American English is so different from British English that it's like English proper. We have a lot of different terms. The accents are different. The way we conjugate certain vowels and things are different. I think if you give it another couple generations, like I'd say another 500 years, if we had people just diverting, you'll get something closer to like Creole, right? Or something like in Quebec where they speak French, but it's not like France French. It's like Canadian French, like French Canadian. It's a little different. Anyway, I'll mute that. Yeah, okay. To get the music and things going here. Sounds like some good music, but just loud. Why is my resolution so fucking... I was wondering why the edges of the text look really crisp. Okay. Why are you at 1280? Go to fucking 1920, you prick. Where is 1920? There it is. Okay. What the fuck? Alright, it's the full screen. Yeah, give me borderless so it doesn't mess up so much. Should have changed that first, now I think about it, but it's fine. Hide UI, enable menu mount, auto climb. Got hair in my mouth. Mouse sensitivity, FOV, language, rebinding, change name. Enter your name, this will appear on the leaderboard. Oh, cool. Put my custom name in there. It's usually how I abbreviate it for leaderboards. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. New game. It doesn't do that for anything but new game. Oh, wow, that's a cool cow sculpt new game. I guess that's dead dudes all over the place. I don't know if one of them is me. Oh, the cow looked at me. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna run the tutorial real quick. See what the idea here is. Yeah. The second great flood. Sinners deserve brutal death. It's only justice. What truly terrified... I'm imagining Matthew McConaughey playing Death in this universe. Also, Matthew McConaughey playing CC Orlev in Exodus. Oh, I'm so excited. It does seem like maybe they got a weird, quirky scientist, like low-key autistic character. And some people are like, I don't really like her dialogue. But, you know, maybe that'll just be a companion or only somebody you encounter on your ship once in a while. I'm sure the rest will be fine. Alright, let's see. What truly terrifies me is the silence. My lord has not spoken to me since the first wave broke. The Reaper doesn't breathe. I never once feared the water until now. Oh, is this Death? Is that the guy? This is no ordinary water. It carries his judgment. The only escape is up. Okay. To reach Heaven's Gate before the water takes me. And we don't know who said that. We don't know if it's Death talking or what. Hello? Oh, okay. I gotta left click to... I like the old film grain style. That's cool. Oh, look around. Woo! I'm quick. I'm quick with it. Oh, he got the moves. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay, mouse sensitivity's a little high. Let's turn that down a bit. A little better. Okay. Hip. Hip. Jump. Jump. Hip. Fuck him up. Huh? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. I want to be right over his head. Boom. Nice. Hold and climb. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Behold the liberation of my power dash. Okay, cut off the enemy's head with a scythe, take the head. The blade shall be filled with strength. Okay, so if I kill him and then hit him with it and then grab his, like, shift the hold button in slow-mo. Oh, adjust your view direction, then press the dash. Oh, cool. Okay, so there's a dash, and then I kill a guy, and then I get more dash. Okay, consume energy to dash. Bullets cannot hit you when dashing. Nice. Parkour, baby. Okay, I want to try like one proper level real quick. Okay. Reaper of the Wild West. He is the one and only Reaper of the Wild West for over 3 decades. Some cowboys crave immortality so badly that they formed a gang called the Reaper Raiders to kill him if they've never succeeded. So they're trying to kill Death so they won't die, because Death won't be around. That's clever. Yeah. It's actually like, not Death, but the Sandman in the Sandman series. When he got captured and he got contained, then the nightmares started running wild and, you know, whatever, and that's apparently canonically in that universe, that's the reason for, like, you know, World War II and all kinds of fucked up shit while he was trapped. Yeah, I love him just playing it like he's strumming it like a guitar or a banjo. Nice. Dead Man's Canyon. Okay. Alright. So it's kind of giving you the rundown of where everybody's positioned. So alright. So the flood arrives in 90 seconds. So I have only 90 seconds to... Okay, kind of whip that one. Trying to get the best time. Yes! Double S, baby! I am incredible! Hell yeah. Okay. You guys get the idea. You get the idea. So, that's up there now. And hang on, let me see if I can get that to go back at the bottom where it usually goes. There we go. Or just move that like right there. Okay. Yeah, you get the idea. It's parkour, runny, shooty, roguelike type of thing. You're just coming in to mess them up and try to just like... He's doing tricks now with spinning and shit. Love it. You're trying to do it like super quick, but you got to kill all the guys. Time trial thing. Very cool. Very cool. I wonder. That seemed really put together. I wonder if Nova's done anything else. Nope. First outing, and it looked like they maybe modified some of the assets from that big Polygon asset bundle that I had mentioned earlier. Which is cool. I like that we're getting more game devs that are able to just put stuff together because they might not be art guys, but they could just get some assets, throw them in there, make it work, and have that. I want to do like one more. I don't know if I want to do one coin museum. We'll do one coin museum and then maybe do one more core. And then I think that'll be good. Because I'm trying to get down to like at least 30. I want to average at least 15. Because then if we get down to 30, then I've got... That's like, we can definitely get through that over the next 2 days. What is today? Or what will be today when I wake up? After I go to bed, it will be Friday, so we should have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then, so that's like 2 days worth right there. And then if I go find like another 15 demos, we'll have enough to fill out Sunday. Ow! Damn with the volume, dude. Chill the fuck out. Okay. That'll work. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright. So in this one, you're a little frog guy, you have a museum, you're doing frog stuff. Why is the voice so goddamn loud? I turned everything down. Alright, whatever. Charlotte? Is she an otter? I guess? Alright, boys, here come the voices. Toads! Welcome to the grand opening of our sea museum. Isn't it magnificent? But it's fit. It's very empty. I'm trying to give him like a ribbit, like this kind of voice. It's not empty. It's ready for treasure, which you're supposed to be finding. We open today, don't we? Okay, so I gotta go out right now and get shit. In 3 hours, no pressure. Here's your boat. Now hop to it. Got it? Oh my. Are you aware, Stephanie, that is rather racist towards my people? Can you imagine if he just suddenly just drops the fun banter and just, oh my god. Just go find some treasure. Okay, hold on. The audio is worse than I thought. We're gonna turn that way the fuck down. We'll turn the music up, but I think everything else gotta come down a little bit. The dialogue is not its own thing. It's in the main volume, I guess. Ugh, god, I hate when that happens. Okay, click map. Click to open map. Okay, I am here, or I want to go up here. I guess explore that. Cool beans. I'm little frogman. Froggy man, go this way. Now, how the hell is the boat moving without me doing it? Also, loving the reflection of the boat on the water. That's really cool. It's a little freaky, but it's cool. Okay, now the effects volume is too low. It's hard finding the middle ground with some of this audio, man. So we're looking for treasure. There's treasure. This is just British Museum Simulator. We're just stealing shit. We're just stealing shit to put in the museum. It belongs in a museum. I like low-key want to play the Indiana Jones game one day, but I heard it wasn't super great. Also, the steam coming out of my engine is coming out as little puffs of heart steam. That's fantastic. Look, I see something in the sea. I should use my claw. Okay. What are we doing? What's the idea? Oh, we grabbing treasure. Look, chest, I only have 4 energy though. Let's focus. Okay, so oh, cool. This is like, yeah. Ah, son of a bitch, I forgot I was gonna swing. Okay. So it's got a momentum thing to it. You gotta... Son of a whore! And now the chest is all the way on that side. God damn it. Oh, no, it swung back. I am so shit. I am the worst. I want the chest, damn it. Oh my god. Okay. So if you get, like, shitty stuff, it doesn't even count it, I guess. Because it's taking energy, but then... Oh my god. Maybe, I don't know how the energy works. Fuck it. We ball. I got nothing but garbage for the museum. That damn chest, it got pushed, like, way out of the way, and I could not get it back. Okay, it's interesting. So it's a little limited because of your energy level. So you have to come back out to get it. Ugh. That's so weak. It's not my fault the damn chest got pushed over. I didn't realize there was momentum to the friggin' hook and it was gonna go back the other way. I guess the idea is that you're on the ocean and there might be waves and that causes your ship to kind of move. Because even the tiniest, like, move up above would translate to this as a big movement. Oh, okay. Close. Trying to, like, imagine the line. You nailed it! I'm like, imagining the line of, like, the arc of how it's gonna go down when it goes down. Get them nuggies, baby. I got nothing but fucking Carl. Alright, get some more seashells and stuff, then we'll go back. So you just keep going until you get what you... I mean, I could have just left anyway, but... Nice job, my favorite first item. Let's go back. Okay. So I guess when you're out, if you get what you need out of that one pile, then you can go on to other treasures that might be nearby. Hey, Toad, you got your first item? Take it out of the box, place in the museum. Okay. I got the less shell. It shall be a beautiful shell. Right there. Ta-ding! We got 1-star conch shell. Don't think a museum is a little bit sad. Yeah, I'll get more treasures. No, I mean, look what I purchased today. Open the decoration menu. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we got, like, plants and stuff. Cool. We get to decorate. We're gonna put that under the window. We're gonna put the plant next to it. And a beam. Maybe we'll do another beam here to make it symmetrical. Sort of. Oh, wait. I think those are free. Is there like a trash can option? Yeah, trash. Trash that shit. Yeah, so it seems like you can put whatever kind of beams you want in. We can add a window. Hold on. Let's... Oh, this is awesome. We can just do this. Oh, there's even a snap grip. Cool. Okay, so you guys gotta get the idea. Also, look at Conch Boy. Look at him. He's so... There's just the one little tiny dude in this giant shell. I love that design. Get off me, you whore. Trying to get to the quit button and she was in the way. Okay, cool. We don't need to see it. Like, we get the idea. You go, you fish up treasure, put it in the museum. You know, you get a nice, cozy, chill, collect-a-thon type of thing. Very good. Very, very good. Yes. Big yes. Okay. Did they do anything else? Because that is really cute. Toadzilla art. Nope, that is like their first thing. Well, they did Whimside last year. Or Whimsied. I don't know. So they seem to like cozy games. So if you like cozy games, go check them out. Looks like that's their bread and butter. Alright, let's do one more core. This is one of the idle, incremental type of games. Excuse me. Try and do this, and then I think that'll be it. And then I'll be up for a little bit. I'll pick out a few more demos tonight, and then go to bed. I think that'll be the idea. Just want to get to one more core because it looks rather satisfying. Okay. The music. Turn it all down. About 20% maybe. 20 and 15, 20 and 10. Let's try 20 and 10 for everything. That'll work. That'll do. Okay, video, full screen, yep. Controls, okay. Next tab, previous tab. Okay, got it. Okay, so the idea is, I guess, we just crack through the planet to get to the core. Ooh, interesting. One more core. Tight. Okay, then we go to one more core. Just one more core, one more turn, you know. One more thing. So this is chapter 1. Looks like there's like 6 chapters, maybe? Or, let's see, 1, 2. Why does that all say chapter 2? I think they mislabeled something. I think they mislabeled something. I don't think it's supposed to say chapter 2. Well, that's chapter 4, because that's how Roman numerals work, is if the lower one's on the left. Yeah. Like, you add going to the right, and you subtract going to the left. Interesting. So I guess, yeah, the first one, obviously. Descend to the planet. Haldrix 1. Or Haldrix I, maybe. I don't know. So that's the idea. Move the flagship where you want to go. The lasers fire automatically. Okay. Watch your fuel level. When fuel runs out, the run ends. You have limited time to crack the planet. Okay. Oh. Laser cooldown. Your laser fires and pulses. The blue arc is your cooldown. It drains while firing. Refill between pulses. Get close to the mothership to auto-unload resources. Watch the top right counter. Okay. So it's sort of like incremental. It's like I wouldn't say it's a bullet heaven, but it's in that same vein of Survivor's, like, where you have limited time, you get your stuff, and then you then dip out to the meta game of, you know, collecting XP to get longer runs, better runs, that sort of loop. Ooh, cool. I want to try to get some of those special ones. Yeah, this would definitely be better played with a controller. I will certainly say that. Come on, go through it. Jeez. Laser beams are not exactly the greatest. Okay, you can't do the next core until you get the full layer off the top. Okay, I was wondering if it meant, like, open up enough the hole or just get all the way to the core, but yeah, so it is just the one core. There's not, like, multiple layers to it. Try and get over here, maybe make sure we got our resources. I think we got them all. I think we got our, alright, our Prisma. Interesting. Core core deflagrated, I guess. Okay, so this is how many grids you got rid of, total progress, all that. Turn to the hub. So now we got skill points. You can buy more stuff. You guys get the idea. Just a quick one. There's like units, and wingmen, research, and automation, all kinds of stuff. Cool. So it's a nice little time waster, I think. Oh, they have a survey. Okay, there you go. How familiar are you with your incremental idle games? I'm a regular player. I do like me some incremental idle games. Why not? God damn it! What the fuck is wrong with this now? Don't you bullshit me with with this goddamn bit rate again? Don't do that to me. Don't tell me this shit's been fucked up for an hour or something. No, because I was looking over there a minute ago. It was just fine. God, you skipped me over to YouTube and then you kills my bit rate for no damn reason. All because you want a survey that you didn't even ask me about. You know, like at least the other one. I'll say the Necromancer one. At least that guy asked about the survey. Like, hey, please take the survey at the end of it. You know, and it was a setting. It was, hey, would you like to do the survey at the end? That was a choice. Okay, give the player a damn choice sometimes. Jesus. Okay, we're still alive. We're still fine. It's just, I get concerned about that shit. Anywho, so yeah, that's one more core. That looks like a fun one. I like little incremental idle games. They're always nice little time wasters. Kind of fun. All right. Should we do one more? Nah, it's been like a good 4 hours total, like the first one, and then this is fucking up again anyway. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't get it. All right, I'm gonna go look for a couple more demos just to round us off. You know, so we got about 30 here. Then we do about 15 tomorrow, 15 the next day, 15 on Sunday. We'll work it out to, let's see, I do that every week. Let's see, what would the average be? 15 times what, like 6 to get 100? Thinking. My brain is completely fried, can't tell. Let's see, 6 times 10, 60, 6 times 5 is 30, so it's about 90. So, yeah, about 16 to get about 36, 36 and 60 is 96, so 16, 17. So if you use 17 times 6 or 7, well 7 as well, right? I'm just thinking 6 because there was like one day where I didn't stream because the AC was out. But yeah, if you want to average it across 7 days, that would be what, 7 times 15, maybe? Because like 7 times 10 is 70, 7 times 5, 35, so that's 105. So by the end of this, we should get close to 100, which is par for the course. Not bad. And it's not like I'm not over streaming. I'm not doing like a whole day long stream. I'm doing like little increments, 3 and 4 every day. And, you know, that's how you eat the elephant, one day at a time. That's the one. Phase 0 is the one I was thinking of that was like the locked camera, old school, like PlayStation 1 Resident Evil type shit. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have Organize My Shop. Let's see. We'll just look at the demos, like actual collection, so we can see. So there's Organize My Shop and Pack My Order. They're from the same developer, but they're slightly different games, so I didn't want to check them. I didn't know they were from the same developer until I saw them. Like, oh, the art style is similar, and then I looked. It's like, oh, it's the same dev. Phase 0. So this is kind of a sneak peek of what we're playing tomorrow, unless I find other demos, and then the alphabet gets changed again. Okay. So Phase 0, got that one coming up. That looks like a cool one. Pixel Orbit. This is sort of like Missile Command or Space Invaders, something like that. Then you got Plobania. That's the Papers, Please style thing, which has a pretty simple art style, but I think it's good enough, and it's an interesting sci-fi concept. Potato Simulato, where you're a potato trying to get through a bunch of traps and do platforming. Prismania. What was Prismania? What the hell was Prismania? I think this is a puzzle one, right? Maybe? Yeah, this one's a bunch of little puzzle mini games you gotta go through. Sort of like Talos Principle, that sort of thing. Puppeteer, No String. This is like a boss rush. Looks like it has a nice strong art style, very Cuphead-esque. Rain Down. What's Rain Down? I don't remember this one. Today's point and click tower defense. Oh, right. This is the weird kind of sideways tower defense thing. Yeah. Looks pretty fun. The Ring Ash. Ring Ash looks like a nice beat 'em up sort of thing. Like hack and slash. Got some action, Rogue Slime, little roguelike. I mean, you get to play as a slime, so like, peak 10 out of 10 game of the year. Anytime you let me be like a little slime dude, I'm all for it. Anytime there's like a non-humanoid character, that opens up some fun possibilities, even if it's just aesthetic. Uh, Roid Roid Grinder, which is kind of an unfortunate name because it just sounds like you're gonna pump yourself full of steroids. But Roid Grinder is like another incremental idle type thing where you're mining asteroids, but it's like very old school. It almost looks like the game Asteroids from back in the day. Which, by the way, a lot of people like don't know that technically Asteroids is the first video game as it was designed on a like IBM computer at Harvard, and it was designed before video games were even considered a thing. Like there wasn't even a concept of video games, to my knowledge. What they were doing was basically demonstrating real time human computer interface, because before that you would have returns, right? So that's why enter is also called return, because back in the day you had these big giant computers that would take up whole like warehouses and stuff. And I mean we do today as well, but difference being it was like one computer on a bunch of magnetic tape. And the idea is you would have to punch in a bunch of numbers you want the computer to run, and then you would hit enter and wait for it to spit out the result, which is why it was really important not to get any typos or it would spit out the bad result, or it would read that and say, okay, this doesn't does not compute this, like you fucked something up when you fed me this information. The input, I can't output anything because the input is garbage. So you would have to wait and see if that's going to go through. So they were trying to figure out, okay, how can we do real-time interfaces? And somebody got the idea of, hey, wait, isn't that the same thing we do with like radar, right? Isn't radar kind of a thing? We already have television. What if we kind of put the two together of a visual display like a radar television screen, right? And you can just look down at it, and if you send an input to the system can then give you the visual output instantly, and it's not trying to calculate it on paper, on analog. You're trying to, it was a proof of concept, really. But then, you got like Pong and Asteroid, because like people also, they think Pong is technically the first video game, but the first one that actually got to people's homes was Tennis for Two. Tennis for Two was the first video game as we know it, the first like console, right? Whereas Pong was the first arcade cabinet style, which was a whole different category basically. It was just like imagine it would be the equivalent of somebody having like the Ford Model T car, and then you show up with like a let's say 1960s Chevy, or did they make the Chevy Bel Air in I want to say 1963 Chevy Bel Air? Is that a thing? Am I gaslighting myself? Hold on. Chevy Bel Air. Yeah, the Chevy Bel Air was. I think this is a thing in my brain because of My Cousin Vinny. What was the car in My Cousin Vinny? I have the movie. I watched it a million times. I'm trying to think. It was a Buick Skylark that they were talking about. Yeah, Pontiac Tempest, Buick Skylark, and the Chevrolet Corvette, right? So this is the car in question. So this is the car that the defendants are driving. If you don't know My Cousin Vinny, it's essentially it's Joe Pesci playing a lawyer, and he's basically, it's like showing how absurd the idea of 12 Angry Men is if you just had one competent lawyer as the defense lawyer that could have exposed all the stupid shit. It's the same concept as 12 Angry Men, but instead of disproving it in the jury deliberation, he's disproving it in real time as the defense attorney for his like cousin or his nephew, whatever. I think it's his nephew. Yeah. Anyway, then we got Salt and Soul, little walking simulator, maybe your little platform or whatever you want to call it. It's just a cute thing. You're playing like a little salt shaker guy. Sea Colony, little colony sim type of thing. Living on the ocean. You guys know me. I like Raft. For the most part, I like Raft. There were some parts that were why with the combat stuff that kind of ruined it, but Shadow Farm, still don't really understand the concept here. We'll have to see what the deal is with that. Shot Hop, think this is a like movement shooter type of thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So yeah, it's a retro movement like Quake style thing. Then what else we got? We got Slot or Die, which is like a gambling dungeon crawler. Smashing Bottles, another idle incremental, just breaking bottles, making money. Soft Boil, this is a platformer where you play as an egg, so you're trying not to take damage while you're platforming. The Sorting Bureau is just some like OCD wet dream where you're just sorting things into piles and whatnot. You're just sorting things. Sovereign's End. This is I want to say it's a Survivor's like. Yeah, it's a roguelike type of thing. Bullet Hell, whatever you want to call it. Bullet Hell, Bullet Heaven. Yeah, but it's got a very cool like stylized sci-fi vibe to it as you're blasting shit out in space. It's awesome. Then there's gonna be Sprawl Zero eventually. Like I said, we're gonna do like first 15 here, and then the next 15 later. Let's see. So Sprawl Zero. Oh God, Sprawl Zero is so cool. I really want to play this already. Just mainly for the you can catch bullets bit, like the telekinesis catch bullet. Sprawl, like with Sprawl the way it is, this is essentially what I had hoped Half-Life would have been like. It's actually quite like another one that's being developed, which is there's a guy. What the fuck is it? I want to proper credit to it. Let's see. It's the guys. It's like every time I open Chrome now, it's like giving me a problem with this. I don't know. What was that game? Fuck. I just saw like a short film the other day too. Maybe it'll pop up in my feed here. Because he's been developing something like that, like Half-Life, but movement shooter type of thing. Same idea. But Sprawl looks like ass, like grab the bullets, a lot of telekinesis, and shooting dudes with big guns, and everything's all chunky, It's good. It's good. The style's awesome. The combat looks awesome. Yeah. Sprawl Zero, baby. That's going to be a fun one. I want to spend some time on that one. And then Tiny Farm Big Money. This is like a cute little physics thing. It is co-op, but, it's just one of those kind of, you got a neat little farm you run. You got some physics and stuff. You kind of mess with whoever you're playing with. You can, bonk them on the head and shoot them and stuff. Very, very clearly inspired by Repo. Trash Can Man, got a little platformer. You got a guy in a trash can. He's got a gun. So there we are. Looks like a little more controllable than the monkey with a gun, but what do we got? Trashy Cashy. This is one where you get like bag of trash, open it up, kind of like Cash Cleaner Simulator. You just get the stuff, sell it, get upgrades, that kind of thing. This is an interesting one. So this is gonna be, let's see, what is this? Yeah, Ventureville, A Cure for Sorrow. The idea essentially being, oh god, these guys got murdered like a motherfucker. Oh god, they're like all tied up in there. That's gross. I do like the detail of they've been stabbed clearly, but the blood is like dripping out the other end, like the exit wound. They've been stabbed through, and it's like dripping behind them. That's pretty interesting. So it looks like, yeah, make your choices carefully as your decisions determine how many clues you uncover before the detective, the final player character, questions you. Will your protagonist know enough to catch the murderer? So, like, you're sort of trying to you're investigating yourself, but you're going down the line of guys, and then you get to interrogating your own guys after you've set up sort of the answers to things. It's interesting. I want to see how they execute that one. White Rooms. This is, I believe, a puzzle game. Yeah, so it's sort of what's the one with the line? Stanley Parable. Yeah, that kind of vibe where you just kind of like solving puzzles, moving through liminal spaces, that kind of thing. Let's see, Winemaker Simulator. This one just looks kind of fun. We're just at a vineyard and we're making wine, and it looks like a fun time making wine, because why not? We're fancy. And then there is Zombie Ship. This one is, don't know if we're gonna be able to run this one. Looks like maybe not too optimized, but it's like a ship full of zombies and shit. You gotta shoot them, and horror, action, that kind of thing. I just saw like a big turret shooting zombies, and I was like all over that. That sounds cool. God, look at the detail. That's a really well done model. Actually, really cool. Oh, it looks so grody and rotted. Very like Night of the Living Dead. Like, look at that. Like, whoever did this is very much. I don't know if this is just promotional and the game's gonna look different. Like, obviously, I don't think it's gonna look this good because there's a difference between cinematics and game, obviously. But whoever did this seems to really be into like character design or character animation. That seems to be their shtick. Like, oh, it looks so grody and messed up. Brutal, brutal. Anywho, so we'll do that tomorrow. Like I said, we'll get through like another 15 here, 15 there. So if we average 15 per, stream ish, we'll have it there, and I'll have a couple saved up. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. So I'll look for a couple more to fill out Sunday, and then there we are. Problem solved. Anyway, that is it for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams, and I will see you guys in the next video. Reap the Rager, signing off.